bumped the thing while I was trying to get us set up. So apparently we're live, which is good. I like being professional like that. That's a good way to do it. Are we, do I have you sideways? Sideways? Yeah, you're sideways.
I kind of have to be.
You kind of have to be sideways? That's fun.
I kind of have to be.
You kind of have to be sideways? That's fun. Oh, wait, let me unmute us. That's awful. There we go.
Yeah. Do you not wear earbuds?
No, I usually use the lav mic, but I'm pretty sure if I plug it in midstream, you go silent. Like, can I hear you?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Say something fun.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, see it once. If I have to start it with the mic, that's bogus. What a bummer. If I go like that, then I'm back on the air, baby. So what I can do is pull it a little bit closer to me. So we're gonna get some. Oh, we're almost there. We're almost there. Look at that preset up. There we go. Look at you all purple.
I'm gonna see you guys all sideways. I'm sorry.
Hey, Zodes.
So if I'm like a dog tilting my head, it's because I'm trying to read your comments.
I'm gonna I'm gonna talk to you like that.
It's kind of weird because you're like this way.
Yeah, Carey, nice to see you. It's always a work in progress here at Night Owl Movie Talk. Anyways, welcome to the people watching. We've already got Katie, who is both currently watching a movie and live streaming, as well as moderating my chat. You know, you want to talk about somebody who can bring home the bacon and fry it up in a pan. Katie's got it. I also see,
she's the queen.
Yes, she is. She's running it. I also have... I've also got Zodiac Z. I've also got Sean Blue Digital. I got people coming in, man. The door's open. Folks are here to say hi and watch Creep.
What up? What up?
What up? What up, dog? Let me get you like this and see what that does for folks. Is that a little less threatening to people with my nose? I don't feel like I have my nose all up in your grill anymore.
Yeah, stop getting all up close and personal. Gosh.
Hi, guys. Hi. Welcome back to my show.
What are you doing, the Blair Witch or something?
It is. Well, that's the thing. Watch this transition. Professional. Would you call this movie a found footage film? Because that's what it's described as. And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess it is. But, would you call Creep 1 a found footage?
Not fully, if that makes sense.
That's
like, I don't call it like a full-on 100% found footage film.
Yeah, it's not, see, I wouldn't tell anybody it's a found footage, but it is, because it's footage that they've archived after the movie, you know, like we found this and here's what happened or whatever, and you're watching something that already happened unfold. But it's not the usual shaky cam. Oh my God, I'm so scared. People crying. No. Yeah, and it's not like folks running through the woods or whatever. There's none of that junk. Like it's almost like a documentary where they just cobble the footage together later or something. But also, would you call this movie a comedy, or would you call it like a scary ass horror? Because a dude takes an axe to the face. So
it's definitely like it's hard to describe because there's comedy in it, but then there's also like a darkness to it. So the fact that it feels like there's a darkness to it, I feel like there's horror elements.
I think the closest movie I would compare it to is maybe American Psycho. Like it's in that ballpark. American Psycho is a little more silly. Well, I don't know. We'll have to watch this
like
again.
Over the top-y kind of.
Yeah, like I think American Psycho is a little more obvious that it has comedic elements, but a lot of folks don't think of American Psycho as a comedy, you know. So
no, they don't.
But this, I wonder the same. I think people just think it's about some crazy dude, and I think this is what your second time seeing it,
Mm-hmm.
and then for me, it'll be my third time seeing it, and then I think it'll
Both
be
of
my
them
second.
equally, or?
Well, that's what I was thinking. I think part two I never got around to. I tried to watch them both last Halloween.
Wait, you never saw the
Um,
second one?
no, I saw the second one. I saw it once,
Oh,
but I
okay.
never saw it. So, yeah, the second one I think I liked better, but now when I think back, I think they're basically equal in my mind.
Yeah, I hold the first one a smidge higher, and that's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Um, but we can judge tonight. These are two shorties. That's one of the reasons we're doing the double feature. So thank you for staying up late with me. We're gonna do. I think the first one's an hour and 17 minutes. So you figure
Mm-hmm.
with credits, that's probably like an hour and 12. Hour and
Yeah.
13. That's a nice one. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
let's see. Russell Collier's in his house. What's up, buddy? We got, like I said, Katie still running things. Why was Oh wow, look at my I didn't realize that this would happen. All
Why?
right,
What'd you do now?
well, the comments pop up on the screen and go by and scroll, and apparently mine just froze. And I was looking and seeing comments pop up on the chat on the monitor, and I'm like, why aren't they coming up? Apparently, I don't know. It's all a learning experience here with this late night streaming thing. I was impressed with myself. I didn't get my thumb caught in my butt at some point, so.
Okay.
Um, Sean's giving me props for my Star Wars poster. Thank you. First time the trilogy available on DVD. Let's in the chat. What do you think? Give a thumbs up for Carrie's purple lighting. She's going all out on doing everything she can to reach 1,000 subscribers. She's right at the
Yeah, because the
threshold.
purple's gonna do it.
That's going to push you over there. She'll be like, I am intrigued by this purple woman. I love Prince.
Damn it! I should have worn my Prince shirt then. Damn it!
Oh, I turn this off.
I thought it would have been too much purple.
There we go. Look at that. How's that? Am I now more?
Oh my god, I'm sideways on the screen. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, this is a bad look for us. Like that. Looks like you guys are having fun watching a movie. Yeah, we'll Netflix and chill. Anyways, Carrie's about to reach 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, please go check out her lovely, intriguing purple self. She's currently doing all the Saw movies commentaries for them. So since you're probably going to need to rewatch a bunch of them because those stories are all intertwined, big web, you're going to need to watch them all so you can see Saw. What is it? 10 is the new one coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Carrie's currently on what, 6?
Yes, I just finished 6 today, and I had an absolute blast with it.
See, I know I've enjoyed them. I'm currently on 4 with you, so I have to watch 5 and 6 together. I like to put them on in the background of like a podcast because she's just telling you what happens because you kind of need a refresher so you can see the new ones and to hear it through her eyes and hear her enjoy it. She's got a love for those movies. It's nice to see. She craves Saw, I tell you. And
I'm enjoying them.
You're celebrating what month?
September.
Thank you very much. So yeah, be sure to check out her channel for Sawtember. And then also, if you're a fan of the Buffy the Vampire TV show, the Vampire Slayer TV show, not Buffy the Vampire. I don't know. Maybe that's how the surprise ending was. Don't ruin it for us. But the old TV show that was on for years that had like a huge following and everybody everywhere loved. Clearly, it's got fans. So if you're one of them, be sure to check out her channel for that. You're going through all the episodes of that as well, right? Oh my God.
Give me a second. I'm trying to fix myself.
Oh wow, this is now it's like I'm being interrogated. Where was I on the night of the 15th? Okay, there we go. Did you just turn a laptop on its side?
No.
No, did you find some new way to position your phone?
Trying.
Cat Dad is already rooting for Saw in space. Look at us! Wow, this is going to be a very purple episode. What is it? I never meant to call you my weekend lover. Something. I only wanted to see you
what, Purple Rain?
I'm going to get copyright stricken and beat over the head probably. Yeah. Why are you being a problem tonight, chat? I would like you to scroll, not freeze. Is the chat on your end working there, Carey?
They're all over the place.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, we could see her sideways. I like how I make my dirty joke and you fix it right away. There she is. I like it.
There.
I like it. It looks good. Okay. So we got 6 watching right now.
You poor 6 people. Love you.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. No, here I was just talking about how awesome it is to hang out with you and watch a movie, and then you're like, "Oh, you poor people, it's gonna suck."
Who needs the red light special when you got the purple light special?
Mm-hmm. Welcome to Grimace World.
Oh, Grimace World.
Yeah. Well, why won't you just go to chat? Can I make you go away? Live chat, top chat. Let's see what that does. All right, let's see. I believe there are no night bots or anything will be popping up. Zodiac Z is calling us the Purple Light District. Right on. We've already got a nickname. Where's Barney when you need him? See, they're gonna come fast and furious. Let's
Can't
see
even have
here.
A purple light. Okay.
Pardon?
I said can't even have a purple light. I see.
No, you do. I like it. I have a blue light and a red light, and I have a purple light. If I would have went to all the trouble to set it up, if you'd like, we can sit and watch me set up a purple light. That would be good programming.
No, let's get this sucker started.
Let's get this bad boy going. Let's not keep you up all night. We got a double header. We got 2 to get to. Okay, kids. Tonight the movie is on Netflix. Both of them are. I think they're Netflix exclusives. I believe they were originally supposed to go to the theater, and then there was some issue with the production company who owned them, the distribution company, I should say. So they ended up on Netflix, and they've been there forever. I think that's kind of where they just live now, is Netflix. So. This is a Netflix crowd. I believe Russell somebody said that they found that on Look Movie or some of the other ones that maybe are less known. So maybe look around Google or whatever if that's into your thing. But otherwise, Netflix is the way to go for that one. I found a direct link on the IMDb page, like when it tells you where it is. So I just linked straight from there too. So there's another secret tip, how to find it and skip through the bureaucracy of Netflix. So tips and tricks.
Oh, Dave, you've never seen these. These are really good.
Well, that's what I'm hoping. Some folks who haven't seen them will at least remember that we talked about them and give them a watch. But otherwise, anybody who's ready to watch with us or is interested in watching with us, I can't get this sucker to just keep, I don't know, whatever.
Now, you better be doing a countdown. I live by the countdown. What I was gonna do.
You live by the countdown?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
do you not listen to my commentaries? I even count down on that.
Well, I suppose. Like, the other way I'm trying to. All right, let me get it queued up myself. I'm all bragging on my tips and tricks, and I'm not even ready over here. I was distracted watching. Currently,
I'm waiting on you, kid.
Well, hold on. Right now, I'm doing a free promo for our friend K-Pop, Popping the Popcorn, who is moderating the chat. You can find her on at Popping the Popcorn, or Katie, if you would like to put a link in the chat, that would be wonderful. For herself, she's currently watching the Monster Squad with the Midnight Hour crew. A bunch of great people over there are really enjoying it. It was just a weird conflict of interest. I didn't know that they were going on when I scheduled this, and we have to do this because Carrie's day off, and it's just so if you're also interested in Monster Squad, they're wrapping that up over there. There's probably a half hour, a little 45 minutes or so left. So be sure to, if you're interested in that, go in there and say hi, come back here, Carey and I are going to be up for a while with this. Well, approximately 2.5 hours, 3 hours. We'll see. So, all right. Let me. Now that I've done my commercial and I have my my Netflix queued up.
And also sponsored by Mountain Dew.
Oh, those sons of bitches just got a free ad on my. Oh, I'm so mad. Oh, you guys better send us some free something. I don't know.
And now
right,
one of my sons always constantly comes in and says, "Hey, I got some Mountain Dew," and I'm like, "Me too."
Fine, I'll be sponsored by Michelob Ultra. So send Carey some Mountain Dew and send me some free Michelob products. I have no idea why I even have this actually. So, but it's we're mixing it up, I guess. So
Michelob's not bad.
I like to mix it up. I just got done with the Hoegaarden and what else did I? Oh, I had the Labatt's for a while. So
what did you call yourself?
Oh, that's hurtful. I prefer sex worker. Thank you.
Okay. Touche.
All right. What do you live by?
Many
the
things,
countdown.
but
the
right.
Countdown. It's like working with a goldfish.
It really is.
As I knock everything over, it's like working with a trained ape. We've all got our problems over here.
I'm in a purple fishbowl here, okay? What do you want from me?
Well, preferably awesome commentary on the film Creep by Mark Duplass, 2014, now showing on Netflix. Are you ready to watch it?
Yeah, finally.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. All right.
There you go.
Look at that. I'm trying. I'm doing Wayne's World. I should have been quiet after one, though. Let me make sure I'm muted, which I don't think I am. And as you can see, this is a Blumhouse production. That's always interesting to me. I like Blumhouse. They're basically like the modern day Roger Corman. Like I'm a big cheap filmmaking, grindhouse filmmaking type person. So I love me some. Sorry, I'm getting everything situated. I don't mean to be all up in your grill here. So I love me some cheap filmmakers, and Blumhouse is right now the king of that.
Me too, and that's why I like the Black. What am I saying? Blackwell Ghost.
Blackwell Ghost. Oh, that's right. The thing you were telling me about. I need to watch that. Have you tell the chat?
Dude, we need to do a watch party of that.
Okay, that sounds like some Halloween fare. Is it, or is it? Look at you.
It's a ghosty kind of thing. So yeah, it could be Halloween.
It's called what? The Blackwell Ghost.
There's like 7 of them.
Yeah, that's what you said. That's a long. I don't know. Can we stay up that late? That's pretty.
Might have to do like maybe 2 or 3 at a time.
If you want to talk about a way to get you across 1,000, let's just alternate back and forth. Your channel, my channel. Your channel, my channel. People are like, those crazy people are watching that Blackwell Ghost thing no one's ever heard of.
Hey, people need to know about it, okay?
All right. Well, anyways,
he did make a zombie movie too, by the way.
Oh, well, we'll watch him coming up. We're watching Creep right now. Get off. Joseph the horror guy's here. Quit distracting him.
Hey, Joe.
Hello, Joseph. I hope you and Danielle Harris are doing well tonight. My man is going up to. Yeah, see, this is found footage. We're seeing a videographer's point of view. And it's all, shaky handheld. But when I think of this movie, I don't think of it as found footage. When did you see this movie first?
Oh, man. I think it was around February.
Of this year?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, this guy
not too long ago.
This main guy is a videographer who has found a job on Craigslist where he's got some guy who wants to have him do videography work, obviously, who he doesn't quite know what. So he drives out to the middle of the woods and he's, waiting to meet this person and as yet to be revealed. So since a lot of times I've worked as a videographer, this movie touched me right away. Like, oh, this and Archive 81 are like the two main things I do for money. So both of those movies felt like my job was in a show for once. Like, that's cool. Usually everything's about detectives or surgeons or something.
I haven't seen Archive 81. I've heard good things about it, though.
Apparently it was a podcast, and then they made a show, but then it was when Netflix was trying to figure out where they were going to cut money, so they canceled it after 1 year, basically, was the plot of that. But it's a James Wan produced thing.
Ooh. Wait a second. Maybe I did watch it. Because if it's James Wan.
He's transferring old Super 8 tapes to digital, but he's got to respool them and everything and clean them up. And there's like kind of a backstory with him watching the tapes of like what happened in the 90s. And then there's also like something going on in the present day, like a mystery, kind of an X-Files thing. I don't know. If none of that's ringing a bell, you haven't seen it. His buddy's like a podcaster, goofball kind of guy.
I feel like I may have like started watching it, but then probably lost interest.
It's like 8 episodes, and somewhere around 6, it loses its way. But so here, the guy we've been waiting on shows up. This is Mark Duplass. I think that's how you say his name.
I love him.
He's apparently, him and his brother are like a big deal writing, directing team. They did a couple things. I mainly know him from this, but he had a show.
You're gonna laugh HBO. At me, but I know him from Tammy with Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever seen it.
He's a side character, but he's funny.
He's the type of dude who would come on screen for 5 minutes and totally steal the movie. Like he could be the guy, the desk clerk at the hotel, and just like steal your movie for 3 minutes, just being the way he is. Like he's.
No, I would believe it. He has a presence about him.
He's also the writer. He's the star and the writer. The other guy who plays the videographer, he's the director. So there's only 3 people, I think, on screen this whole movie, and the writer and director are 2 of the 3 people on screen. Mm-hmm. So it's very small. And
he carries this film.
Oh, totally. Yeah, he's like you said, he's got a charismatic presence. He knows how to as he talks to the videographer, he holds your interest, But yeah, he's kind of explaining to him. I'm trying to remember how far we are into this. Basically, he's going to hire this guy. The early on plot is that he's going to hire this guy.
Are you explaining it to me or to others?
To others, because a lot of people haven't seen this. Like it, even when I looked it up, it's being described as a cult classic, and Netflix puts it in their cult classic status. But Netflix does that with their movies all the time. They're, they decide our movie's a cult classic and push it on you, But
well, this one deserves it.
That's what I'm saying. It's so weird and interesting. I always do stuff from like the 80s and 70s and 90s and stuff. So I wanted to take a break and do something, at least closer to now. So this is the first thing I've done in the 2010s. Yeah, you're welcome. Mm-hmm. Yes, this movie was picked out by the lovely horror YouTuber of the month for September, was it? Or no, you were for August.
Mm-hmm.
August. Sorry, it's not your reign. I forget. It's what month it is. I forget.
It's okay.
Okay, so
K-pop is September.
Yes. Okay, that's right. And Jennifer Tochi will be for October, or Val.
No hope for yourself, huh?
No. Well, anyways, yeah, I am nominated for that. If you wanted to go to K-pop's channel, I have thoughts about how I should handle that, but that's a whole separate subject. So we'll do a video where I'm laying on a couch and you're just sitting there with a notepad and you're like, tell me about horror YouTuber of the month. Whoa! And I look up and I almost saw. Well, I got a little bit of pubes. I got a little. Are you got pubes on your countdown there? Okay, good. I look at you. Just so I thought you were being all content.
Content?
Yeah, all right. We're at the 8-minute mark for those of you who want to get to them pubes. If any of you need to see a little lettuce there.
Hey, Kyle. It's just a dude hanging out in a bathtub. No big deal.
Yeah.
Just another dude filming another dude in the bathtub. There's nothing wrong here, people.
Well, sometimes bros hang out in interesting ways. All right, there's nothing wrong with
it's a new bonding method, okay?
Yeah. You know how women go to the toilet together and sometimes they just talk about whatever. You don't go to the toilet with women. You're not just like, let me get in there. No, you're not in on that. Right.
No, I need to. Nope, Han Solo. I go rogue.
Han Solo. Mm-hmm. How fast do you make the Kessel run? That's never mind. I think it's something 8 parsecs. I don't know. I'm not that deep into it.
And the goldfish is just gonna keep swimming.
Anyways, before you so rudely interrupted my brief synopsis of the first act with your clever banter.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So please proceed.
Thank you. But before I do, I would like to point out that this movie was indeed picked out by the lovely Carey Craves Cinema XOXO. I told her I wanted something spooky because I'm doing build up to Halloween.
You said serial killers.
Well, I've been doing build up to Halloween, so I don't want horror because I'm about to do a bunch of horror. But I'd like to ramp up to Halloween, right? So I need something spooky, something creepy, something scary, stuff that gives me the creeps or maybe makes you think about like, what's that dude up to? Get the build up to Halloween. I'm not trying to see women running through the woods, falling down and screaming just yet. No haunted houses just yet. All right, we'll work our way up to it. Okay. So, this was your pick for serial killer. This movie is we're discussing whether or not it's a dark comedy or like kind of a mockumentary about a serial killer or suspected serial killer. We don't totally know until the end. The movie plays to it. So in this first act, it appears to be the movie My Life with Michael Keaton. Are you familiar with that one? Are you familiar with My Life, Carey? Were you caught up in the? Were you blowing off my synopsis? Damn, I was going off that trouble. Unless
what, Mr. Mom? Yes, I've seen Mr. Mom. What are you talking about? No, I have not seen that Michael Keaton movie.
Okay, I believe it's called My Life. Michael Keaton gets cancer. It's a happy movie. Michael Keaton gets cancer, and he hires a videographer and starts recording his life for his child that's coming. So after he dies, his unborn child can see his life. So it's like this early vlog type thing, but it's kind of a depressing bummer of a movie. This is the exact same plot. This guy says he's terminally ill. He wants to hire a videographer to go around and tape his life and show I believe his unborn child what his life looks like. And then we start to have things evolve from here. All right. Is that a good enough first act synopsis for you?
Mm-hmm.
Except for that whole part where you totally dazed off. And
I didn't do it again or anything,
Okay, that's all right. I like how you went to the trouble of getting your hair brown, and it's lovely, by the way. And then you're under a purple light, and no one knows.
Well, the blonde is kind of like popping from the purple. Just saying.
It's purple popping. Okay, so so here we get the
you
first.
Leaving, Joe? Say goodbye to your guest, Don. Jeez.
Well, take it easy, Joe. But you also want to say goodbye to Peach Fuzz.
No way, do you have a mask? I don't know, I might ask you to keep wearing them for the majority of the stream.
Oh, that is hurtful. That is hurtful. So now, Carey, you do me a favor and explain what is going on the screen.
He's just being Peach Fuzz. Wow.
You got nothing to say, just staring at Peach Fuzz? That's all you were...
I'm sorry, but I'm captivated by what he's doing.
The second screen experience is probably...
You forgot the spirit hands. I mean, his... I don't know how you're able to talk while he's doing that. Just saying.
It's,
that was a Broadway audition right there. Just so you know.
Well, later on we'll cut the two together. We'll cut the Peach Fuzz, him acting it out, and we'll put the two together side by side and sync them, and then we'll go viral on TikTok, and then we can leave this cruel life of movie watching behind.
I could make that happen.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Yeah, I don't see any links here in the description. Oh, I'm sorry, Sean. There's in my community tab on my page, there's an advertisement for this, and I put the links in there. And then otherwise, you can go to Netflix and just put in Creep, and in the search engine you can get it. Otherwise, IMDb, go to Creep, and it has a little button that clicks and it takes you directly to Netflix. I think that's
the link he was talking about. He was talking about your voting link.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
Yeah, that thing.
Oh, yeah, that thing. I was trying to be helpful. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll track you down a link for that.
It's okay for Cat Dad. I got you. He's like
I need to make
steps behind.
Actually, I need to make Larry a moderator, because him not being a blue wrench is hurting my feelings. There we go. Go ahead, Larry. Fix that. As I put my face all up in the screen again, that's everybody's favorite part.
You need a fuzzy hat like that.
I need a fuzzy hat like whom? Oh, like that. Oh, like Fargo. Yeah, got ya. Mm-hmm. I actually have looked at those because it gets super cold here. Wow, they both have the fuzzy hat on. Uh-huh. He's very happy about it.
Yeah, because he had matching hats in the closet with Peach Fuzz.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
he's rocking it better though.
I was too busy dancing to do the nuance. Did you notice that I even picked out a quarter zip fleece to try to be like him too?
No, I did not notice that until now.
Yeah, total sickness is what I'm doing. I
Where's Googled the hat then?
I didn't have one. I need to get one. Man, if I was shoveling snow in that, I'd be way happier in life, I think. That's what I need to bring it all together.
I need that in pink.
In pink? You would lose it in that room. You wouldn't be able to find it. Where did it go? Hold on. I
baby pink. Well, actually, it would get lost even more if it was baby pink.
Baby pink. That's a good rap name. No, it's not.
No.
I tried.
Isn't that like a K-pop group or something?
It could be Baby Pink. I was thinking like Lil Tay. It could be like a small child rapper, and then you could milk her for 30 years. So you got to think long term with these child stars. If you're gonna be a terrible person and exploit them for money, I want good several decades of it.
True.
I've thought all this out. That's why I spend my free time, is figuring out how the hell I would rip off aspiring musical acts. So I think another aspect of this movie, we're talking about how it's just the director and the
videographer.
The director and the writer both play the actors in this movie, so it's very low budget. Do you think they just rented a small, what do you call it, Airbnb place or whatever in the woods and then like basically just film this without any permits, probably over maybe a weekend. Like
I think one of them owned it, to be honest.
That could be, because it's clearly done as cheap as possible, but they do a great job, like, making it look like it's an interesting movie, even though they don't really go that many places. They go in a cabin in the woods around it,
Mm-hmm.
So
not
I think
many locations.
They go to like a river. I think don't they go to kind of maybe a waterfall river kind of deal? I think.
Mm-hmm. Which is where he's probably going right now.
Yeah. But even this, this looks like all stuff you would maybe see, in a national park or whatever. What I'm saying is, I think they got away from making this very cheap, which is cool.
They may have, but they still made a pretty good gem of a movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very impressed. That's one of the reasons I like it, is I'm very impressed with how much they did with little. That's a thing I like about independent movies most of the time, is that they told an interesting story without having to just throw, millions of dollars
Oh,
at
the
the
bells
screen.
and whistles.
Yeah. You don't have to fix
That's
crap with
why
CGI.
That's why I enjoy indie films a lot more.
Yeah.
They're more creative with the less that they have.
Well, sorry, I was distracted. Horror Cat Dad's going to vote for me. It was very sweet of him.
What?
I was noticing the chat. Horror Cat Dad is going to vote for me for Horror YouTuber of the Month. It's very sweet of him. Yeah, sorry, I was distracted. Yes, I think that basically this movie was made for nothing, and that's one of the reasons it's so appealing, is that it's the creativity to solve problems instead of, whatever, a bunch of people throwing money at the screen.
Yeah, which they didn't need to for this.
No.
Bonding time.
Yeah, they're doing like a weird baptismal thing and giving each other hugs. Oh, yep, now they're doing like the little romantic write their name inside her. Yeah. Engrave your name on a rock. That's so sweet.
Then he puts a heart around it.
To make it extra weird, like, oh, thanks, bro.
But the question is, he sticks around the whole entire time.
Well, because he's desperate, though, right? Like, he needs, like, I think that's part of the plot, is he needs the job. So he's trying to, like, how long can I stand this weird ass, crazy dude who's clearly not right? And then at a certain point, you're like, the money's not worth it. You should go, But here's buying him breakfast or whatever. But then I believe midway, I believe that's the plot twist at the midway point, which, let's see, if it's an hour and 17 minutes, that's 77. So 35 plus.
Don't give major spoilers away.
I know, so I'm trying to think. Somewhere around the 40-minute mark, there'll be an interesting plot twist, I think. At least that's usually around it was. Actually, I think probably third act is when it'll switch up. But I like this stuff there. And then
he just called him a handsome devil.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of this is the dialogue is very comedic and the performances are very comedic, but a lot of the tone of it is just so dark,
Mm-hmm. But I love that, though. I love that there's an undertone.
Well,
but
yeah,
but the undertone could be dark, but also the undertone could be comedic. So it kind of like goes back and forth.
Yeah, it's like just watching it. It's a very a dialogue-driven movie. Like even though they've been moving around, they're doing okay with they start off in the cabin and they went on this little road trip to this little mini waterfall deal, and now they're in a diner. We're going to work our way back to the cabin. It's scope is what they call it. You open something up. You try to show a lot to make it look like you're on the move and showing the audience stuff. You're not just sitting in a room talking to each other, And they're doing a good job of that, even though they're spending hardly any money. Sean Blue Dip. Thank you, Sean.
That's very sweet of you.
Now my comments just completely went away. They were on
Popcorn
screen now.
raid.
Just
Yay!
you.
Echo's in the building.
Yay! That was their plan. They told. I think you were there for that. They said they were going to raid us when they were done with their stream. So so that's why I was very insistent that people go check theirs out, because they're especially so they can go see the panel. The Ice Lord is here. Thank you,
Hey,
Wes. Nice
Wes.
to see you, buddy. Echo Zero. Oh man, Echo even brought a hashtag. He's got popping the popcorn raid.
Well, then you're welcome, Sean. We're here to creep you out.
I didn't
Literally.
I didn't know you were going to come with catchphrases and shit. Wow, look at you. We're here
I like to play on words.
You out.
Did you just do Argold?
That's how you did it. We're
going to creep you out.
Exactly.
Oh. So I guess we're going to be talking K-pop to sleep.
Oh, that's my specialty.
Are you sleeping? Not at all.
Hurtful. Are you sleeping? Just listen to me ramble about movies. Let me tell you about shot composition. You will be out in no time. Like, see, look at this right here. Here's your classic rule of thirds. All right, the white line down the middle is your white stripe in the center line. The brown stuff on the bottom is the bottom line. The top wood there. Then him in the middle. You got the second.
Excuse me, good sir. Excuse me, good sir. But what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Fibonacci spiral and the golden. Never mind.
What? Huh?
You know how sometimes on your phone or a camera, there's the little lines that looks like tic-tac-toe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the guidelines, grid lines or whatever, rule of thirds, as it's known. You see how this is divided into a rule of thirds, like his head is directly in the center. And then just as I say that, it jumps right to his ass in the middle of the screen. I got a big butt shot right now. I got tricked. You and him are working against me.
I was going to say, I didn't get the butt yet. I think you're like maybe a second.
Is my butt ahead? I can pause it. Okay, let me know when you get ass. I'll pause it.
Well, I'm already at the butt.
No, yeah, but let me know when he says, "Oh my God."
Wait. When did he say, "Oh my God"?
Oh Jesus Christ!
I just keep it playing.
All right. So he's at the top of the steps in silhouette.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Echo said, "Butt club in the house." Where's Tochi? We needed a butt grade.
Well, you can't see much in what has he got? A tracksuit pants.
Well, I don't think you need to objectify him. He's doing his best to try to,
He didn't deliberately wear those pants to get Aaron's attention. Just saying.
He might. So yeah, now he's doing more of this.
Yes, K-pop. He does not know what he's talking about.
I thought that was like the whole point of this channel, is to prove that I don't know what I'm talking about. And Katie comes on here and spoils the ending.
I feel like I'm in classic films in high school all over again.
Oh boy! So Katie just put a link for her video talking about how she is the current horror YouTuber of the month for September. If you would like to go there and watch that. She accepts the baton graciously from our guest tonight, Carey Craves Cinema.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd like to go watch that video and vote at the bottom for your favorite YouTuber mentioned in that video, one of them may be a jackass who's on screen right now. Oh, but you can't vote. You can't win against them.
Excuse you.
Oh, now Echo's in here drumming up business for other people in the race. So,
no.
How dare you, Echo? Actually, Echo was on my team last month and I lost. So Echo might be you might be bad luck, man. Never can tell. Echo could be like that little talisman in the Brady Bunch Hawaii episode.
That one was interesting.
You saw that one, the Hawaii episode with Vincent Price?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at you.
Don't ask me what it was about, though, because that was when I was younger.
Thank you, Katie. I'm not a
which was 2 days ago.
Yeah, I was going to say. My favorite revelation is you arguing with people about how old you are when they're like, well, you probably know what, a 20-year-old or whatever you are. That's nice. And you're like, I'm 74 years old. Leave me alone.
When have I said that?
Well, I couldn't remember your exact age, so I decided to guess high. So no matter what I said, you'd be like, wait, I'm way younger than that.
Well, I usually say bless your heart, like I'm 80 or something.
Oh, bless your heart.
Mm-hmm. They say, oh, you look like you're 24. I'm like, oh, bless your heart. Just put on 11 more years and then you got it. No, wait. No, if I just said 24, then it's 9.
Are you just shouting out random numbers? 14. No, you do one.
No, I'm not doing random numbers.
64. Go on. Do it.
14.
14. I already used 14.
I don't know. You asked me to say a number and it came out.
It was like earlier on Katie's chat when you come in and I'm like, hi, Carey. And I was like, carry on my wayward bear. And that even hurt me. Sorry. And then and you were like, what, am I chopped liver? You can't say hi? I was like,
no, that's not why I said it.
You're like, oh, yeah.
No, that is not why I said it. I said that because we were about to do our watch party. You goofball.
This segment's sponsored by Harry Potter's new video game.
I can't help it. The British accent comes out of nowhere.
That's the same thing happens to Gareth from Video Tasties. As soon as he gets on air with me, he goes into this British accent thing. I'm like, when you hear him normally, he's like, "What up, dog?" He daps and stuff. It's hilarious.
Aren't you originally from Chicago? No.
G Money. Dog.
Kansas is spinning in its grave. Ooh. Patrick doesn't like your singing.
Zodiac, Katie put a link in the chat. You click on that, go to her video, watch it, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to Katie. But just in the comment section, put I vote for Don. And Carey looks great in purple.
Purple's my color.
Anyways, back to this film.
Yeah, you say that when it's pitch black right now, and all we see is the subtitles.
Well, that's why I'm afraid that when I looked up, I was like, okay, the screen is black, and okay, I understand. There's a voiceover. This is a bold,
scared the film
movie.
away. That's what happened. And now I see pornography on the bottom of my freaking screen.
Oh my god! Oh, and okay, now mine says pornography too. My porn's a little slow. You got faster porn than me. Mostly animal pornography.
Well, I'm not finishing the rest of what that says.
Well, anyways, so we're at a point now where the screen has been black for like a good minute, which is a very bold and daring choice from a filmmaking standpoint, because normally an audience sitting in a black theater would get very uncomfortable. You know, it's pitch black in there. So if you're watching at home with the lights out, it's been dark in your room for, a good minute and a half or something. It's a very bold. I don't think I've seen it in any other movie where they just go straight to black for a couple minutes and the dude talks to us.
Oh, have a good night, horror cat dad.
Take it easy, buddy. I appreciate you coming in. I know you had to get up early, so the fact you came by and you shared the post and all that, you're number one.
Stellar.
The Duke of New York, number one. It's Isaac Hayes, Escape from New York.
Mm-hmm.
Owen Thomas was.
My brother has been wanting me to watch The Escapes, but I never watched them.
I got 2 more votes. You 2 got 2 more votes. All right, good.
What are you checking?
Apparently, Katie's got it. So I'm trying to. So I gotta go in and I don't know, go down to the park and give hand jobs for votes or something. I guess I don't know. Excuse me, sir. Do you have time to vote for something on the internet real quick? Do you have a YouTube page?
Give them a little care package. There's got to be a little thing of lotion, little thing of vodka or alcohol of your choice.
Hey, thank you, Russell. I appreciate it. Look at me drumming up business over here on this live stream of Mark Duplass's cult classic. No, I'm not checking. I got Katie checking for me. I got people doing it.
He doesn't dress up like Santa every year for no reason.
Good point.
We are not high K-pop.
I wish.
High on life.
High on life. So we're still black screen. It's been what? 3-4 minutes
high
now?
on purple. I don't know what your issue is.
She's got the grimace shake. Sean thinks it's a valid question. You guys, have you tried the drug of creep yet? Available on Netflix now? And 3 swigs of Michelob Ultra. And
I didn't even have that much Mountain Dew, so
yeah.
I haven't dabbed in it tonight, though.
Were you high on the Mountain Dew when you did your Saw commentary earlier?
So my energy level was fantastic at the beginning, but then it felt like it may have decreased. But I was still excited, though. Yeah.
And are you what time do you usually go to bed? Are you a late night person? Are you
Oh, I wake up on and off.
Oh, so you sleep in spurts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that sometimes too. I'll sleep for like 3 hours, then be awake for like 5 hours. If I have no like pressing schedule that I have to like try to get a solid night's sleep for, that's often how I end up doing it. It sucks though. You never get good REM sleep. Like I like that good, where you dream and you wake up like, oh, I feel like I'm rested. Like, oh, that feels better.
Well, it's weird because I feel like YouTube has actually like made me wake up randomly because I like randomly check my phone.
Are you addicted to the tube notifications? Are you? Yeah. You just wake up half asleep.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, look at this.
Speaking of tube notifications, if you're not following our lovely guest tonight, make sure you go to her page. The link is right there in the title. You can click on it. Just go subscribe to her. Let's get her to 1,000. Let's get her to 1,000 before this stream is over. We can do it. Maybe.
Probably not, but it's okay.
Okay. Well, anyways, since people watch this in the future, this lives in perpetuity. It lives on the internet. So someone might be watching this in the future, and you're already at 100,000. Do you want to give 100,000 acceptance speech? Do you want to be like, oh, I've already murdered someone with my silver play button. I beat him over the head with it. It's great. No.
No. I
okay.
bought a Peach Fuzz mask and I axed someone, It's all good.
Let me ask you this.
Let me ask you a question. Oh, Russell. Yes, I have dad jokes. Leave me alone.
I got you. Fist bump, Russell. I think I see We have 6 here right now, and we have 11 likes. So thank you those who have dropped by and made sure to hit the like button. You're very sweet. I appreciate that. I like that. I like that you're giving love to our guest. She's very kind for coming here and watching the Mark Duplass double feature, Creep and Creep 2 with us.
Dang it! You should have sang the double feature song from Rocky Horror Picture Show. Just saying.
You can.
No.
You can do that, and I'll do the time warp during intermission. Put your hands on your hips. Now I have
jump
12.
to the left.
And a step to the right.
He's out.
You put your hands on your hips.
You're doing the time warp while Joseph here is falling asleep on the.
Well, I was just to the part where I was about to do the pelvic thrust, but yeah, I get I'm all up on his face. I felt wrong, so never mind. Whoa.
K-pop says you have 12 likes, mister.
I know. I'm moving up the like rankings.
Pay attention, jeez.
Well, I appreciate it.
Dreaming about peaches? What did he just say?
We're dreaming about peach fuzz.
Lord.
We're dreaming about peach fuzz.
Yours looks deformed.
It is deformed. It's in my box of Halloween decorations, and I saw it in there, and I was like, I should do something with this werewolf mask this year. And then when I saw we were watching this, I was like, where's that werewolf mask?
How do we get you to put it back on? It's so gross. Wait, does it glow in the dark?
The teeth do.
Oh. Man, make your room dark for a second.
This is our first date. What kind of boy do you think I am? No. Shit. Mine looks like Peach Fuzz's cousin, Zodiac says. Peach hair.
Cousin, yes.
Yeah. He's going through some things. All right, that's Peach Fuzz's cousin.
He's going through some things.
He's had a couple divorces. He's had the bankruptcy. He got COVID twice. He's had some stuff going on. You know what I mean?
What is Aaron doing to him?
Well, this is kind of the twist in the movie. Now he's messing with him. Like the whole first part of the movie is Joseph messing with Aaron, right? And then now it's the other way around. Like he's kind of coming back to get his revenge. Like, oh, I know your game now, so I'm going to mess with you. So I think he
ran
drugged
off with
him.
his phone.
I believe
I'm pretty sure he drugged him.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill.
Sorry, I was tacky. I
didn't hear anything.
Katie made the Netflix and chill joke. You should have been here earlier. So this is technically, I know you love when I break down film school stuff for you. Technically, this is incorrect, what we're seeing here. They tell you when you're telling a story that you're supposed to progress. So if you start out in an apartment and you leave that apartment, you're not supposed to come back to it. So like if you're on a sitcom or a show, you can keep coming back to an apartment because the audience recognizes it. But in a movie, you should, once you leave, you're not really supposed to keep coming back. Like you're supposed to go out on an adventure. So the idea that we've left this little loft place 2 or 3 times and come back is technically wrong. But it's wrong by film school standards, not by art standards. You know?
I kind of like that it's wrong, though.
Well, there's also a bunch of voiceover in this, too, and that's incorrect by film school standards. They say any voiceover is a failure. You're supposed to always show, not tell. If you have to talk, you messed up. So that's what I'm saying. It's an artistic choice, but by the rules of what you're supposed to do to be good, this is technically wrong.
I like that they rebelled.
I like it too. I think it works. because Aaron has to escape from
K-pop's
Joe.
getting spicy on you, by the way.
She loves when I talk film school. Uh-huh.
And me, I'm like telling him to shut up.
Exactly. She's like, can you please with the just, yeah, we get it. Character progression. Get on with it.
I
I like
don't
that fuzzy.
mind it.
I like that fuzzy pillow. What do you think of? What do you think of his kitchen? Is that a jumping kitchen?
Mm,
Black stove's a little weird.
I
I'm more
don't
of a
mind
stainless.
it.
I'm I'm a
The
stainless steel
garbage
guy,
hanging
but
is a little weird, because why would you have 2 bags of garbage?
I think
He's one person. How much garbage do you have?
I don't know what the collection's like out there though. You know, he's out in the woods. Maybe it only comes once every other week.
Hmm.
No, because then raccoons and bears would get at it though. So I don't know, man.
Zodiac also has
Zodiac.
a point, by the way.
Exactly. Found footage films are technically wrong because the camera it's told through first person, which is technically wrong. But there's a Humphrey Bogart movie that's told in first person, and it's technically wrong. That's what I mean. That you have to know the rules, and then when you decide to break them is kind of where you make your choices and stylistic uh, film language, as it's called. But this, once again, Zodes, you think this is a found footage? Then you would call this? That's kind of the debate we were having. I feel like it is clearly found footage by definition. It just doesn't feel like the usual. Wow,
Yeah, it's not
that
like a
kind of video.
typical found footage.
But just as I say that, they do that whip pan to him standing behind him, and that felt found footagey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. Paranormal Activity doesn't feel like a found footage movie to me, and it's about as found footage as it gets. So I don't know.
Yeah, it also kind of straddles the fence a little.
I think Blair Witch just kind of locked down what I think of as found footage forever. It's just like it has to be the shaky cam and I don't know.
Well, I feel like people either love Blair Witch or they hate Blair Witch. There's really no in between. I happen to actually love Blair Witch. I love it.
I like it as a movie. Like it's decent. I can watch it. I've seen it probably 5 or 6 times. But because it's one of those that they just throw on in the middle of like Halloween marathons, like whatever AMC's Fright Fest or whatever it's called. It's like throw the Blair Witch in there. But I liked everything else that went with Blair Witch. Like I liked the marketing. I liked the internet marketing stuff.
Oh,
I
it was
liked
brilliant.
the way they like made it seem like this could all be real. And then when the found footage was giving people like seasickness and they were throwing up because of the shaky camera, they were like, so scary you'll puke. Like they just
It
everything that
wasn't
worked.
the
They made
scare
it
that was making them puke. It was just the fact that they were shaking too
exactly.
much.
But that's what I'm saying. They just knew, like, when something bad happened, they twisted it into something good, and they were like, and they just kept doing that all along the way. And like, there's all this supplemental material that goes on the discs, like where it tells the Blair Witch story, and all these interviews and stuff. So I like everything that went with the Blair Witch almost more than I liked the Blair Witch. But um, it's classic as hell. Like everybody should see it just to see what the hype is about, even if you don't like it. It's got kind of a
Trying
famous
to read
ending.
what Russell was saying. Okay.
Very polished.
No, he's asking you a riddle.
Who's asking? Oh, riddle me this. 3 men in a boat with 4 cigarettes and no matches. How did they manage to smoke? Answer: they threw one cigarette overboard, made the boat a cigarette lighter. Wow. Russell got surprise endings. Oh shit! I was caught up in Russell's riddle thanks to you and your trick.
Yours needs more fur.
Well, that's the thing. It's a Halloween decoration. I think that's supposed to be. I think that's supposed to be light that these light up. But I think I did something to it. I don't.
You're doing
So
that while he's doing that. That's K-pop wants to know if it smells.
well, of course it does. It has a nose.
Why does it smell bad? I'm guessing.
No, I don't know. You tell me.
It smells like rubber.
Does it smell?
It smells like rubber and regret.
Hurtful. Hurtful. I can't believe it. Only regret I have is there's another movie to do. I get your
So
nose.
sorry.
No.
Now what is he doing?
Well, that's the thing. I was doing the Peach Fuzz Dance of Love, and then I turned and he was dragging two bags up the hill, and I was like, "Oh, did we miss him killing Aaron?" But then I kind of remembered what happened, and I was like, "No." So what did happen? So. But yeah, once again, here's another very like low budget scene. It's just they set the tripod up on the side of a hill, so everything looks sort of Dutch angled.
Mm-hmm.
You know what and it's like naturally Dutch angled, even though the shot is straight. So it's kind of a weird,
Oh my god! For a second there, I thought something was wrong with my laptop. For a second, I was like, "Oh my god,
it
he's stuck."
froze. Yeah, yeah, mine too. I was like, "Oh shit, my internet just froze. I'm gonna have to jump ahead."
I don't know why, but that reminds me of. I'm about to reveal my age, but there was this song by My Chemical Romance, and they had this one song that when it played, it sounded like the CD was skipping. Just like the way that it sounded. And I'm like, what the hell's wrong with my CD?
They said, you know that dude Andy Kaufman, the comedian.
Mm-hmm.
They said he had a thing he wanted to do
Cassie,
on.
right?
Yeah, he had a thing he wanted to do. I think it was on Saturday Night Live, but one of them shows he was on, where he would progressively turn the volume down on what. So then people would get up and turn the volume on their TV up, and then he would. And then they would get up and they would turn the volume on their TV up, and then he would talk for a little bit quiet again, and they would turn the volume up, and then it would be real loud, and I'd break all their TVs and make a bunch of noise. And apparently it like ruined a bunch of television sets, and the TV stations got calls about how his little prank had destroyed so many speakers and old school TVs or something.
Well,
Hey,
apparently it
Cal's here.
worked.
It did. I don't know if anybody thought it was funny.
I would think it's funny. Hey, Cal. And apparently K-pop will be right back. Uh-oh,
Okay,
she broke
good.
the rule. She'll be right back.
After these messages, we'll be right back. So now we see how Aaron's life has just been destroyed by Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
That damn nut. Hey, Cal, welcome. It's nice to have you here.
Hey, girl, hey. Wait, I'm not calling you girl.
Hit him
Sorry,
back.
Cal. I'll just bribe you with a corsage. It's fine.
See, he's having nightmares that he's wearing a baby wolf mask.
Aww. Giving you a what?
Pardon?
He said something, and I'm like, what did he just say?
See, he's talking about his his recurring dream he's having about old nutbag Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
I got feedback, Cal? Oh, no, I do got feedback. Yeah, I
What
can
do you
hear
mean?
it. Some sort of weird...
What did I say, Cal? I said nothing. I'm an innocent little angel. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's Carey. Yeah, why am I...
That pillow does not go with that couch.
You're right. You're a second ahead of me or so. So it really caught me off guard. I was like, well, what are you talking about? It is fragile. It's a major award.
Mm-hmm. Cal, that hurts me. My angel in training is not working, I guess. I want my money back.
So he's looking inside the box. And he pulls
Cal, his voice always sounds like a vibrating noise. I don't know.
That's hurtful.
It's not going to change.
Did that do anything? Nope. Did that do anything? No.
How am I being mean? All because I won't watch Army of Darkness. I did not say that he was a vibrator.
Did you now?
No, I did not.
Let me see if am I still feedback looping? Oh, it sounds like it fixed itself. Is that better?
It's weird because I never heard it.
I can hear a little bit of like wind whenever I say something. There's like a slight feedback, but I think if I use that, I can't hear you. Nope. Is it going to be the trick where we turn it up and it blows the speaker?
You should not have told me about that.
Oh, hey, there's the chat back. There you guys are.
Oh, I thought you were doing it again.
I'll just mute my mic for 10 seconds.
Oh, the little wolfie's cute.
It is the little wolfie cute. Nope, still micing.
So he's just gonna hold it while he watches the video?
Deep in thought.
For comfort.
Well, because this guy's kind of rocked his world, and now he's sending little secret gifts and stuff.
Oh, Russell. You're at 56 minutes, Zodiac. I am at... Whoa. I don't know.
I'm at 56:34.
Sure.
And he's sitting on the couch watching the DVDs sent to him by Joseph's crazy ass.
Mm-hmm. Hugging Mr. Wolfie.
Mm-hmm.
What tat are you talking about, Cal? The one where he questions everything?
Mm-hmm. Just when I raise my hand, I ask a question to people, and then they just know. It's like, oh, I have a question. No, this one took forever.
But if they say, what is your question, then you can just put your other arm up and be like, everything.
Well, that's why I like this. How many people do you know who have a tattoo of everything? Like, what do you have a tattoo of? Everything. So
I have
see,
a tattoo, but it's not of everything.
I have a tattoo of everything. No matter what, nobody will ever have something I don't because I have everything.
That tat is simple but genius. That's what Sean says.
Sean's a very deep thinker. No, we've descended into Don tattoo section instead of Aaron's descent into madness with Joseph. But Russ is the man. I agree.
can't show my tat unless if I had like a tank on.
All right. Maybe the next one. We'll save that. We'll save that for ratings.
We're not getting the 1K that way, okay?
That was my plan. On special, I've already shown Horror Cat Dad's face. I'm gonna get your tattoo. We're just gonna do. I've revealed my Peach Fuzz mask. My streams are all about breaking news. It's what we do here.
It's what we do.
It's what we do.
It's what we do.
Not mean.
I wasn't going there. You were.
I did not mean. No, I finally made the comments go away again. There, I'm slowly learning. It's fun to watch me learn.
Learning with John.
And as I say that, it's gone.
I don't mind them helping him though.
He sent me a locket and a knife.
Well,
What would you do if you opened a package and there was a locket and a knife? Would you just feel like?
Depends on who it's from.
Or it might be something. It might be affectionate.
I don't know. If a girl gets a package with a locket and a knife, kind of seems like it would be a little different.
What if it's one of those fancy knives you use to cut a wedding cake? Like, oh, that's.
What does that even help with?
Well, it's like, it's a metaphor. Hey, girl, here's a locket
you with a wedding cake knife.
Cake to cut that wedding cake. Well, because if you send a garter, I mean, it's a little forward.
It's a little better than a knife, though.
Cal had the best answer. If he got a locket and a knife in a box, he would lock it back up.
If that's not a dad joke, I don't know what is.
Great job, Cal. That was perfect. That was El Perfecto.
And he's got the knife.
That's a lonely feeling as anybody, but as a dude, I know I've been in that same one where you're in your underwear in the middle of the night. You think you heard something, and you're kind of like being fake defender guy. Like, you've either got a knife or a baseball bat, but you feel defenseless because you're barefooted in your underwear. It's like, I can't really fight anybody like this.
Not really, no.
I have no traction whatsoever. Oh, that was a cool shot. Where Aaron was standing looking around his house kind of scared, and then he walked away and we saw the reveal of Joseph standing in the door.
Is he not still there for you?
Yeah, he is standing there.
Okay. Where the fuck did he go?
Is he gone on yours? Okay, now he's gone. Now he ducked down.
He just dropped like a bag of potatoes.
Yeah, he did kind of stop, drop, and disappear. He didn't roll. He just
stop, drop, and roll.
he found one of those Mario Brother warps where you jump into like the tunnel and go like he did that.
That's what it looked like.
And then feel free to clip that and use it for ASMR for people.
Well, they might take that wrong.
Well, yeah.
We are fun, Sean. You should join us sometime. Join us. Well, join us to the dark side.
Carrie's very sweet. She's joining us on this because I do the late night thing. So she's very sweet to join us, and she has to work tomorrow, but in the afternoon. So I'm trying to keep her high energy. We got a whole other movie after this, and there's currently 15:15 left in this. So 15 minutes and 15 seconds left in Creep 1. and then I may go grab another beer and then use the washroom and then come back and start Creep 2. Would you like to do the same thing?
Mm, no, I'm cooler than you, and I don't have to do those things.
Wow. Mildly hurtful. You took away my cool factor because I had to pee and get a new beer.
Well,
Sorry.
see, I already have water with me, so I'm prepared. Well, then what do you need the
I
other
have
beer for then?
I have grape flavored water, but look how hip hoppy it is. Like it looks like
It's
the beginning of DJ Jazz. Look, like Fresh Prince of Bel Air should be selling this or something. Like
it's
it should,
very
this should be
colorful.
called. It's Wiki water. Wiki water.
It's
But
very colorful. It doesn't look like it's cold though.
well, that's the thing. I grabbed 2 waters and 2 beers, and I drank a beer, and both my waters got warm, and my other beer got warm. So that's why I was like, you know what? I'll go track down a replacement. Cal's doing an ad for Gatorade H2O, a competitor, and then
Well,
this is
mine is Dasani.
Dasani. Ooh,
I'm
nice.
fancy.
Did you know Dasani backwards is Innisad?
Hmm?
Never mind. Have you ever heard that when people say that Evian spelled backwards is naive?
No,
Like if you spell Evian backwards, it's spelled naive, like the
no,
letters, Yeah,
no,
so I
no.
spelled Dasani backwards as a joke for is. Do you not believe me?
No, I looked.
You goof. Who's a goofball bear? That's right. I forgot that was your new nickname.
Goofball bear.
Although I feel cheated because Michael got credit for that nickname, but I've been calling you a goofy goober for a minute now, and that's basically the same thing.
I don't even know how it came about. I think I just called myself a goof, but then Patrick, I think, said goofball, or somebody said goofball, and then Michael he intercepted, and he kind of stole it, so I don't know what to tell you.
The
Because then he
goofball
dubbed
bear.
it. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think I think I've been cheated. I think this is a Bob Kane, Bill Finger situation. I think I'm the real creator of
It was an
Batman here.
interception. It was an interception.
Oh my God, pick 6 in the hizzy? That sucks. Race car backwards is race car. Bub backwards is bub. These are all helpful things from the.
Look at what you started here.
Now it says goof bear, goofball bear. The porn parody version, Goo Bear, and bear is BARE. No, I've already got marketing going for it. It is
No.
marketing infringement. So it's coming to an end. We
Party
see that
foul.
Fair enough. I rescind it. We see the wrap up of the movie. We see Joseph is sent Aaron another disc, and he's telling him to come meet me at this park.
This is when I actually took him seriously.
Really, you weren't suspecting the ending?
No, I wasn't actually. No. Because I couldn't figure out if he was full of shit or if he really was psychotic and he's killed before.
Well, I think that was one of the negative reviews I read.
Thin line.
The people who didn't like it say that's the problem, is that it's too like it should be more ambiguous whether or not he really is a crazy killer or whether or not he's just messing with the guy because he's nuts. Like I think the ending, obviously, it's supposed to build.
He's literally talking about this too, which is funnier.
And I like that too. And then 10 minutes left, so we're at the exactly 10-minute mark left. So we'll see how much credits there are in an hour and 17 minutes movie. I'm interested. But there are a lot of like long speeches in this, like as far as action
he has a
goes
lot
or
of
whatever.
long dialogue.
Yeah, just people sitting down, giving their. It's very independent filmish, But I couldn't find the budget. I'm assuming because it was a Blumhouse, you immediately, it probably wasn't anywhere near 10. I bet it was probably 5, maybe 3 even. Which is good.
Cal wants to know what rock band were you in. He gets that vibe.
What rock band? I have major music disappointment. No.
No hair metal or anything?
No, brother. When I played sports when I was in college, and then there was talk of me maybe doing that like professionally overseas, but then I was always hurt, so I gave it up and just moved to movie
What
stuff.
sport are we talking?
I used to play basketball. I'm a tall man. Yeah, it's not because I'm actually good. I'm just tall.
I was gonna say, usually, the tall ones, they go all nuts for.
Well, that's the thing. The reason the tall players are coveted is because people aren't supposed to do athletic stuff when you're that tall. So it's easy to like just snap an ankle or snap a wrist because you're just built weird.
Cal is surprised that you're tall.
Yeah, I know. I'm 5'11". That's
keep
no.
going.
Keep going. Taller. You going? It's funny. People will come up to me in stores and they're like, "Excuse me, how tall are you?" And I'll be like,
okay.
"Yeah, if I went to a stranger and I asked them that, the answer I want back is like 7'9". You know what I mean? Like I want it to be a freakish answer,
like Shaq."
So yeah, exactly. Like if you're gonna go ask a stranger out of curiosity, like I saw the weirdest thing today, some lanky giant guy. So people will come up to me and they'll be like, "Excuse me, how tall are you?" And it's always the same conversation, so I always get depressed when I hear it. They're like, "How tall are you?"
At least people don't come up to me and say, "How short are you?"
Exactly. I'll be like, "I'm 6'8", and they'll be like, "Oh, really? I would have thought you're like 6'4". And I'll be like, "No." They'd be like, "My nephew is 6'3". They always have to tell me a tall person they know. They always have to tell me a tall person they know. Like I'm gonna see him at the tall person meeting and be like, "Oh, you're Joe's nephew" or whatever. Like
that's funny.
But there is a secret tall person club though. Like when you're in a large crowd of people and all the heads are like this, like just the heads that peek out over the canopy line. Like we all see each other and it's like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like
you are lucky at concerts, though. It sucks being at a concert and you're short.
But the person behind me immediately hates me as soon as I show up. Like whoever has the seats behind me, they start looking at me as soon as I come in. Like this motherfucker right here.
True.
I have to tell people at sporting events, I won't stand up that much. I promise. So here's the climactic ending.
Don't forget the mask.
Aaron is sitting at the park bench and it's beautiful. And it's in the bottle in the bottom right-hand corner because the rest of the screen is so tall.
Probably me, because we've already established how tall you are, you big freak.
I am a big freak too. Hold on, the guy's about to catch an axe in the head. We can tell your height in a second. It'll be good intermission fodder. Good. He's sneaking.
Ooh.
The suspense.
I didn't even think he would do it. Oh, and he did. Dude, did he go in for a second time?
Oh, he did. I forgot about that. Wow, I forgot about the second time.
It's funnier when you're reacting with the mask on.
Katie's back for me in the mask. Yeah. So once again, we fell for the same trick that they did earlier, where a screen froze and then we pull out and we see it's someone watching found footage or whatever. And we see Joseph explain that Aaron was his favorite victim because he was such a cool, awesome guy. And then we see that he's got like a whole collection of discs of different people's names on it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been doing
This
this
is very
over and
Blair
over.
Witchy right here.
Yeah. Well, I think that's kind of one of the staples of found footage is you have to have, please just don't come here, whatever you do. Like you have to have that soliloquy to the audience kind of thing. You'll always be my favorite, Aaron. Let me see how many discs he's got.
I don't know. Does he show it in this one? I thought he showed it in the second one.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember. I thought he had a whole collection, but then I couldn't remember if it was this one or the second one.
Oh, maybe they just show him putting the tape back with the collection. Did he just leave him there?
Wow, yeah, he did. Just left a body just sitting on a park bench with two big gaping axe wounds in the head.
What I don't get is why isn't there like blood dripping anywhere? And he's scaring himself? What's happening here?
Cal said he was axing for it. Well, he basically said that.
I said that earlier.
But it's funnier when Cal says it.
That's not cool.
See how you like it, goofball bear?
I'm allowed to.
Copyright infringement. It hurts us all.
Touche.
Exactly.
Oh, never mind. There's the collection. Oh, he put a heart. How cute.
Oh, because he liked him the most.
I don't think I'd take that as a compliment. Oh, I love the yellow letters.
That was cool. It was very like kind of 70s-ish almost or something. Because there's been no gold till now. Or gold, I guess that would be. Directed by Patrick Bryce. That was Aaron.
The music's
so now
cool.
they're recommending One Piece.
Yeah, that's what they were showing me too.
One Piece, stranded on a sinking boat. Some sort of pirate show, huh? Cool.
One Piece, a comfortable bathing suit. Thank you for letting me know.
Oh my god. So get this. Netflix, I've now watched Creep 3 times. This was the 3rd time, and I'm getting ready to watch
What are they
Creep
recommending you?
Creep 2 a second time, and they seem to think Creep 2 is a 71% match of something I might like.
That's funny.
I've already watched Creep 1 3 times and Creep 2 once before. Shouldn't it be like 100%? Like, we think you might enjoy this. Here's an interesting question I see. Creep 1 was rated R. Creep 2 is TVMA.
But yet this one has nudity.
But I
more.
wonder if this maybe debuted Creep 2, did it maybe debut on like the Sci-Fi Channel? Because TVMA would mean that it was rated by the TV board, not the motion picture board.
Oh.
Like rated R means the MPAA rated it, but TVMA means whoever the hell the TV standard people are.
Well, didn't the first Creep, didn't they try to release that one in actual theaters or something? And maybe that's why it was rated that way, but then Creep 2 was not released in theaters.
Yeah, it was. I wonder if Creep 2 was maybe just straight to Netflix then, and that's why it's a TVMA?
Maybe.
Because I think that's how that new Texas Chainsaw was, maybe.
Hey, Val.
But anyways, that's relatively interesting. Lady Val is here.
Intermission thing.
Yeah, we do. Do you need to use the washroom, or are you just going to get rid of me so you can talk to my audience without me around?
I'm not going to badmouth you.
I hate him so much. I wish he would just go. All right, fine. I'll be back.
We'll see if anybody's left.
Stop you all.
Well, technical difficulties on Don's end.
I did. Okay, that's better. All right, guys, I dropped you all, but
It's okay. It was intermission. Intermission. Technical difficulties. I don't think Peach Fuzz is gonna stay. Nope. Nope. No. That didn't work very well. Okay, so how is everyone? Who knows how long that he's gonna be? Yeah, he's totally wolfing out. And bugging. And wigging. And creeping. Everything. Yep, Peach Fuzz down. That's what he gets for trying to do the mating dance, just saying. Cal, I don't need to know that. That is something that is done in private. We don't need to know details. And yet he's still trying to put Peach Fuzz back.
mm-hmm.
Wait, he needs another name. He needs another name because he's Peach Fuzz's cousin. How about Apple Fluff? Because he can't be Peach Fuzz, so maybe like Apple Fluff. He looks like an Apple Fluff. Why is the wolf staring at me? Well, the wolf likes you, Cal. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe the wolf wants to take you to the prom. Hello, Val. What the heck is Apple Fluff? We'll never know. We'll never know. But you're looking at Apple Fluff. He's right there. Yes, Peach Fuzz's cousin. Apple Fluff. Did Wes come back or has Wes been here the whole time? I need to know. Only got room for you, Jamie, Mayan, and Jen for prom. The question is, who's sitting in front seat? Well, I'm confident that Carrie's gonna break one. Aw, well, I don't know about, well, maybe Halloween. That's very sweet of you, Sean. I'm taking it as it comes. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, we gotta push for 1K, guys. We gotta push. Is Apple Fluff bringing in more people? We got 10 people now. No way! No way am I at 989 right now. You've got to be kidding. You have to be kidding. How in the world did I gain that many? Are you telling me I only need 11 subs now? I've been here and then I came back for a short respite. Okay. Well, just making sure, Wes. Sup, y'all? Just got off work. Hey, Hobbsies. What is up? He keeps dropping us.
I hope you guys are okay. Please don't sue me.
Man, he drops us like he drops babies. It's not cool.
I was gonna say, hey Don, how come you're not a dad? Well,
Okay, according to K-pop, I'm at 989.
I don't know. I just told 2 different chats full of people that they should follow you. People love you. And speaking of K-pop, shout out to Green Poop Girl. Woo, woo. Everybody got the green poops. Everybody got the green poops. Woo, woo. So, you never had the green poops before?
Oh, I'm at 982.
You haven't lived till you've had the green poops.
No, can we not talk about poop, please?
Here's a fun game. Right after you notice the poop is now suddenly green, you go, oh, they've released a new Toxic Avenger. Anyways.
Anyway, we named your Peach Fuzz. We named your mask.
I heard his name's Apple Fritter. Is that what it's called?
No, his name is Apple Fluff.
Guys, we need to have a talk about me and my confidence. There were 7 people here, and then I come back and there's 10, and now we're down to 9. Now, I should probably take a hint, huh?
I thought it was because of Apple Fluff.
Right there. That's the new stream.
Why does it look like he's giving? I'm laughing because Zodiac said his name's Apple Fritter.
Now, God damn it! I just said it was Apple Fritter. I'm tired of having my intellectual property stolen and oh, the internet. Oh, you people.
I don't know. I like Apple Fluff.
Apple Fluff sounds like Strawberry Shortcake's cousin from, like, I don't know, the country or something.
And that's a bad thing?
Well, I didn't say that. I'm just saying what she sounds like. I don't know. New to me.
Okay.
Well, anyways, do you want to get started on Creep 2, or would you like more witty banter? Oh.
You already know it's going to be in between, so.
Green. Well, let's see. Apple Fluff sounds dirty. I kind of agree, Cal. It sounds, something.
No, not if it comes from Carey. What do you mean they've been dirty? I don't know who you're talking about, K-pop. You're the one that said you're talking dirty to me.
Zodes, I was teasing you. You didn't steal anything. It's my way of hassling Carey. It's more important that she takes the blame for everything than it is that.
That hurts. You know, dagger through heart. That, you know.
Like to put some beer on it?
No.
No? Okay.
No. It has like the worst. That has the worst smell.
Beer?
Mm-hmm.
Worse than pork rinds?
I don't mind like that, actually.
As soon as you open the bag of pork rinds, you can smell it like a block away. Like, woo, somebody's eating pork rinds.
No, sauerkraut's worse.
Sauerkraut's pretty bad.
It's bad.
But it's got like kind of an interesting, like it makes you curious. It's got like a tart smell to it. Like skunk. I don't mind skunk. I don't want skunk spray on me, but when skunk's far away, I'm kind of like, I smell skunks around here. Interesting. Like it doesn't smell bad. Like it smells weird.
No, they smell bad.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Don't get sprayed by one, but when they're like 2 yards away or something, they're like, smells kind of interesting. Mm. What's the audience or the chat talking about?
What kind of question is that, Cal? He said, is it harder for taller people to get drunk?
It's more weight than height. So like when I used to play basketball, I was down probably closer to 200. Like I was played around 215. So then I could get relatively drunk.
What are you, 300 now? Is that what you're saying?
I'm 505 is what I am now. No, right now I'm probably around 260, 270, depends on the day. But I need to be down around 250. That's about where I'm good. But if I wanted to try to like run and jump and stuff, exactly, too much Michelob Ultra and green poop.
Anyway.
Anyway, so do you have your Creep 2 queued up?
Mm-hmm.
All
I'm
right,
more
well,
prepared than you are.
I find that hard to believe.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your werewolf mask?
I don't have one.
Thank you for answering my question.
I have a ghost face mask.
I'm just being nasty. Exactly.
Oh, Dawn, you nasty.
You nasty. All right. So you ready for your countdown, Miss Big on countdowns?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're gonna go with 3. We're gonna go with 2. We're gonna go with 1. And play.
I feel like you did that because you felt like I needed it visually. I'm very hurt by that.
Well, I'm trying to get it like timed up. I'm trying to make it more of a presentation, I guess is what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Did you dampen up your walls before we started this stream? Did you come hose them down so they have like a reflective quality?
No, there's like a weird glow to the purple. Like it even makes me look like I'm glowing. Like look at my damn forehead.
Well, I just thought you had really good, bright ideas.
Touche.
Mm-hmm. Is Val leaving?
Val is leaving us.
Val's leaving. Val, you're awesome. Thank you for stopping by, my fellow Wisconsinite. Go Pack. Literally, she was going to Pack. That it is a joke. But... and Cal's pointing out the paint has a gloss finish to it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so where are you
like
at?
I would know.
Do we have wreath point of view or whatever, where it says box and the guy's footsteps thump?
Mm-hmm.
Is that where you're at? Okay, good. Heavy breathing.
Yeah, the guy that looks like M. Night Shyamalan.
Exact. I thought it was at first.
Are we getting a twist? What's the twist?
A twist.
Are we getting a twist at the beginning?
This dude does look like M. Night Shyamalan.
See, I know my shit. It's not him, though.
Oh, well, yeah, I know. I figure he probably has other stuff to do, but... Remember Kent Patel? Back in the day, that's what... I hate when people say that. In the 80s,
well,
in particular... Back when I was a kid, back in like the 80s in particular, a lot of the directors were friends from like film schools and film festivals, so they would often turn up in each other's films for little cameos, or they would make reference to each other and stuff. So I mean, the idea that Duplass and Shyamalan would be friends is a thing, so the fact he had to get a fake Shyamalan is bogus.
Fake Shyamalan.
Watch out for faux Shyamalans.
Mm-hmm.
Fugazi Malans. Sham-alans.
Did you just say Fugazi?
Yeah, it did. Fugazi. It's a Fugazi Shyamalan. All right? Forget about it.
What are you watching, Jersey stuff now?
I have a very eclectic and diverse film. And, sorry, I'm caught up in the movies we're supposed to be watching. Don't question my vernacular.
I had to know.
Hey, yo, forget about it over here.
Forget about it.
So this person sent you a stuffed baby wolf? I keep falling for this same trick where they've got you on the bottom of the screen and I'm looking at you, but the camera's up here, so I have to kind of look at myself and talk to me the entire time. It's weird. I like looking at you. So if at any time it appears that I have some sort of weird eye disorder, it's pretty much just because I'm trying to keep track.
That's why I'm like, what the hell are you doing? I could say creep, but it's it's kind of fitting, I guess.
Well, that's kind of what I thought. I was like, I think she just gave me a subtle jab. I was like, what movie do you want to watch? And you're like, Creep.
K-pop said, do you need help?
I do. She just marked me. She's like, Don, are you okay? I just got marked. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sean, I've actually had somebody say that before, and that hurts or that helps so much because Mikey called me Matt Rule the other day, and it mildly hurt my feelings. So you
Wait,
made
who?
up for it, buddy. Thank you. Don't worry about it. It's a long story.
Oh boy. That really sucks for the Jets, but I don't think he was taking. Yeah, probably not. But also,
People
the Bills sucked ass, so.
people keep like saying to me like, "Oh, you must be happy because if you would have had him, like, because I'm a Packers fan, so they're like, oh, so if you would have had him, he would have been hurt for you, so you must be glad he's gone." But the
Mm.
trade was set up where he had to play like more than half the season for us to get a good draft pick. So now that he's gone, we're kind of screwed. Like we needed him to play so we could get a good first round pick. Like, so now we don't have Aaron Rodgers or a first round pick. It's like, well, shit. So
It's okay, I'm mad at Josh Allen at the moment.
yeah, do you watch a lot of Bills?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I
I know
anyway.
I know you live in Buffalo, but I didn't know, there's people here who don't know anything about the Packers or Bears.
Well, I've gotten into it. And the funny thing is I've actually unknowingly met Stefon Diggs.
Wow.
Okay, I don't want to say unknowingly.
Well, was he wide open? Because he gets missed a lot when he's wide open.
Oh, that hurts because Diggs is my favorite. Sir.
No, I'm making fun of Allen. Anyways, how did you do that? Did he come into your drugstore and try to rob it? Like...
Really? Low blow. Oh, that hurts. Well, Cal is right, though. He was, in fact, in the store. So he came in, and he was like a man on a mission. He was getting his stuff, and then I cashed him out, and he got certain things that I didn't want to, I didn't want to put him on the spot, so I didn't want to necessarily ask for, a picture or anything, so I just let it go.
That's actually super classy of you.
Yeah, because he was buying condoms and chapstick and lube.
And somehow I respect Stefon Diggs even more. It's like, yeah, he knows how to kick it. He's not making any strange babies.
He was being safe.
That's what I'm saying. He's not making any strange babies. He's not picking up any venereal diseases. He's not spreading his weird flaky lip stuff on anybody. Yeah, I approve of his actions.
Yeah. I just didn't want to make him feel awkward, so I was like, damn.
I've had friends and family people and stuff who played in the NBA, and people are just the weirdest creeps to them. They'll come up to them and say stuff like, "I don't know who you are, but can I have your autograph?"
Mm.
Like, yeah, because they know that there's somebody famous. They just don't know who. Yeah, I've kind of been watching this cold open first act thing on its own while we were talking. Have we even had the opening title card yet? I don't think.
Nope.
I'm assuming this is what it was building up to. How far are we into it?
Geez, Sean, I'm taking your sentence entirely way too wrong, because he's saying, let's ride, makes me laugh so hard. What are we saying in this sentence, Sean? Oh, there it is. Creep 2.
There's Creep 2.
Oh, I loved it. It changes colors.
Yeah, it went from gold to red this time.
Mm-hmm. Or like an orangey red.
Yeah. So that's at the 8:48 mark. Let's say 8:49.
No need to say oops, Sean. We're spicy. It's okay.
Yeah, that's the thing with late night. It's I'd feel weird if we had these discussions at 10 a.m. But yeah, at midnight and stuff, these are all good.
No offense, but 10 a.m. I'd be like, don't talk to me yet.
Well, I thought about having Gareth comes on sometime, but for him it would be at like 9 a.m. or something. So I was like, can anybody wake up and do like a live stream movie at like 9 a.m., like fresh off of waking up and like eating breakfast or something? Like it
I've
doesn't.
done it, but I think we did The Hitcher in the morning. We did
Oh, that's
Shocker
right.
in the
I
morning.
saw you at 11 a.m. talking about the Hitcher. That's I was like, what
That
the
one I
fuck?
didn't mind. Ooh, Marilyn Monroe. No,
She lives on the wall.
as she should.
See, this one I've
So,
only seen once before. The other one I'd like seen twice before. So this one I'm going to be way more confused at now. What's going on again? Because this one it's basically the same type of plot, except it's a woman now instead of
yeah.
Aaron, and the woman is
Only,
slightly.
yeah.
She's a
Only
little more
she's more
clever, and she kind of.
compelled to want to get to know him and figure out how he ticks and stuff.
But isn't she also kind of like, is she maybe onto him? Like she's sort of like looking for him. Like she knows there's a killer out there. Like maybe she related to a past victim or something. Like I say, all this is vague and cloudy. What happens
No,
in this
she's
one?
no,
No, no. I'm
no.
making stuff up. It's okay. We
You
don't
are
have to give.
making stuff up.
We don't have to give away spoilers.
Oh, she's hugging him.
Russell Collier just quoted Willie Nelson from Half Baked word for word, and it was friggin' awesome. I
Well,
remember
now
when a
you have
dime
to
bag
say
was
it
a
because I
dime
missed
bag.
it.
He's saying it right now. He said, I remember when a dime bag was a dime bag. And you know how much condoms cost? Don't know. We never used them. But it made me laugh that he quoted Willie Nelson from Half Baked of all people. That was this odd pull. I have no idea why I knew it.
She's she's definitely an interesting character.
Yeah, they clearly wanted like someone who was a little more like Aaron, as I recall, was kind of naive. Like we were like Aaron was an avatar for the audience. He was trying to figure this dude out. Like, is this guy for real? Is he actually a killer? Is he, what's going on with him? But this one, that's why I said I was trying to feel like she feels like she knows him more. She's more onto him, as I recall. Like she's more equipped to deal
Because
with his
she deals
BS.
with a lot of people like him. That's why.
So you would be good in this
She's
role. You
tough.
want to go? You want to go on Craigslist and apply to hang out with a serial killer?
Well, I'm sure as hell not. We're not going there. But it goes to a very weird place between these two at first because he's trying to establish trust with this girl, and some weird things happen between these two at first.
So once again, we're doing the found footage thing. She's talking to the camera and filming her videography stuff, and she's on the same type of looking for a videographer, $1,000 a day. That is a good ass deal for the day. Because that's about right, actually.
Fans of Interview with the Vampire.
Because dude makes you stay like with him all day. A day is 24 hours, so yeah, that's about right. Because he's
well,
nuts.
with him, 1,000 makes sense.
Also,
do you scare easily?
Now that we're past it, we can go a quick recap. In the first film, would you like to do the first film?
No.
Thanks
I
for
don't
thinking about
explain
it.
things verbally very well, so you go. The
I
floor is
appreciate
yours.
it. What are you talking about? You named my werewolf mask. Like you clearly got this.
Well, I'm good at naming things.
Thank you. And you haven't called me D in like 3 days. Your nicknaming is just sketch at best.
I have to feel it. It has to come out organically.
Bye, Katie. K-pop is leaving us. Thank you, Miss Moderator. You have done a wonderful job. I appreciate you coming directly from your stream to here. You've once again gone above and beyond the Call of Duty.
Good night, K-pop.
Good night. Well, anyways, in the first film, a guy finds, like, on a Craigslist type of website, a guy looking for a videographer just like this. He goes there, he finds some dude who's claiming that he's dying of some illness and that he would like to videotape some stuff to show his son that is on the way. He shows kind of pictures of this woman, and he's like, this is the lady who's pregnant with my baby and all this. And the guy's videotaping. He starts to realize he's nuts, and then eventually we learn that he tells him, "Well, I raped that woman. Is how she got pregnant." And then you're like, "Man, this dude is straight nuts. Like, his whole story's crazy." And then later on, we get a phone call, and it's the woman who's supposedly pregnant, and it's the guy's sister. And she's like, "My brother is insane. You need to get the hell out of there. That guy is just, who knows what he's up to." And then he eventually gets away, and he gets stalked by the guy, and then the two meet up, and we're still, as an audience, not 100% sure how crazy the main guy is. Like, is he actually a serial killer? Is he just some lunatic nut who goes and messes with people online, like a troll to the 10th level? And then right before the credits end, we see the dude put an axe in Aaron's head from behind twice, and then we find out that he's been doing this to all sorts of people. So he's a legitimate killer. And now this one starts, and we've got a new foe. So it's like a new season of Dexter, basically, going on. Are we all caught up now?
Mm-hmm.
Close enough? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is a vehicle for Mark Duplass, as we said in the beginning. Him and his brother are screenwriters and directors, but they're not that famous. They're more famous than they are actually accomplishing anything. This is what I think their most famous stuff is.
I forgot that he had a beard in this one.
Yeah, he's growing his hair and beard out. Must be for some other movie or something.
I think that's the look they wanted him to have.
You think you want him to be kind of hippie-ish?
Mm-hmm. Maybe he thought it would be more approachable. Maybe, because I feel like he thinks about that kind of thing.
Oh, for sure. The killer? You mean the character, not the actor?
The character, yeah.
Yeah. When the first one came out and it was half a success, it was supposed to be in the theaters, and then it never got around to it, and ended up being on Netflix. It did well for them. People started to like it. So they cobbled together the money to do part 2. And supposedly in 2020, they said they were going to do a part 3. But then obviously the pandemic hit and stuff. So I don't know what the update is on part 3. But this is a trilogy, supposedly. The third one's on its way at some point.
Well, apparently they are very particular with the next script. So we probably won't get a third one for a little while. Yeah, I've heard that there's still talk about a third one, but they're just being very, very particular with the script.
Well, and also, Duplass is in the Writers Guild, but since he directs this, I think he's allowed to probably work on it himself while the strike is going on,
Actually, I looked him up, and he's doing something with Sterling Brown.
Oh, is that I'm sorry. Is it something to do with the Biodome or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
There's some project he had where it's like a picture of a robot. I think it's dudes who live in a biodome or biosphere or whatever. And then basically, I think a dude gets pregnant. Is that what happens in it?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what happens is I think the two of them live in a biosphere, and they figure out that the same way animals will get in a position where they can't reproduce anymore, and eventually they'll figure out how to asexually reproduce. I think that's the movie where him and Sterling Brown are both living in there, and he gets pregnant, I think. I don't know. I did a lot of acid in college. I don't know.
Interesting.
I think that's the movie I'm thinking of.
I don't know. That sounds like every movie I've ever heard of.
Thank you for Katie gave you a subscribe to Carey before she left. Always ever vigilant, that girl. And Cal's taking off.
Have a good night, Cal.
I appreciate you dropping by, son of Superman. or son of Jor-El, I should say.
We'll eventually go to the prom.
That's gonna be sweet, you and him at the prom. The other people at the prom are gonna be like, "What in the hell are these two doing?"
I know, I'm making him wear the dress and I'll wear the tux.
What color's your hair gonna be?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever I want it to be, you sassy rascal.
Mm-hmm.
We go with a little beefcake here, kids.
What?
Try to control yourself or go with a little beefcake. We're gonna go down to the white t-shirt, okay? That's the other night
You
when I was
know,
doing running.
he's wearing a black t-shirt. You're wearing a white one. Now you're not in character anymore.
I know, I thought about it as soon as I saw it. I was like, "Oh, I got a shirt just like that. I should run and put it on." And I was like, never mind. I'll just go with the white.
And yes, I am, Cal. Okay, later.
Yeah, I saw I believe it was Bones dropped by, or was it Hobbs? Their avatars are the same if they go by quick. Was talking about how much they enjoy this movie and what an odd double feature it was for us to pick. So you got another person who was very impressed by your taste.
Well, I know in another stream, Hubs was like, it's interesting that you got Carey to watch the double feature with you, and I was confused by what he meant. Is it surprising that I like these movies or something?
I mean, to me, from what I know about you, it'd be right up your alley. It's if you like Saw, this is very watered down compared to Saw. You know what I mean? So this is more just, but it's a very that was kind of the discussion I was wondering before. Would you describe it more psychological thriller or dark comedy?
And I still feel like it's like straddling the fence.
Yeah, it's both somehow.
Mm-hmm. He's my friend that I'm about to kill.
That shot, though, the like beautiful, serene like lake with all the trees and stuff, and then that guy down in the corner just like peacefully waiting, and the dude puts an axe in his head. Like,
I like that it's
awesome
a far shot. It's like a wide shot too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You see all the beauty, and then in the tiny little bottom corner, there's just like some murder going on. It's awesome.
Oh, I love the beach Zodiac. It's such an underrated gem. I don't know why people don't talk about it. It's such a great Leonardo DiCaprio film.
Well, I think that's one of the reasons I enjoy your company is for many reasons. But despite you being like 17 years old, you're an old soul. You have you go back a ways. Like you're into movies from all over. The other day you were into some Marilyn Monroe stuff. And,
oh hell yeah!
Yeah, see that's what I mean.
I love older movies too.
Yeah.
Like this one may surprise you. I haven't told anyone this one, but I love Death of a Salesman.
Oh wow, the play or just any of it or the
like I like the play, but preferably Dustin Hoffman and
I was gonna say
John
Dustin
Malkovich.
Hoffman, 70s. Okay, Malkovich was the other person in it. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? I'm not sure I've even seen that. I've seen like the play. What's the dude's name? Chip or Biff or some shit.
Biff, yeah.
Biff, yeah.
But that's the thing, though. Dustin Hoffman, his dialogue, he carries it, in my opinion.
Well, he's got that. That's what Dustin Hoffman do. There was a while there where he was considered one of the best living actors there was, and then he kind of, I don't know, fizzled out or quit working as much or something. But
he didn't need to do much more, really.
Yeah.
Like even when he did Imaginarium, Wonder Emporium. That one's
Yeah.
really good too.
Hard to spell, but
Yeah. And I think we're at the weird moment.
yeah. Once again, I've looked up and here's Duplass standing around in some sort of bathing attire.
As weird as this scene is, though, I do understand like where he's coming from.
Yeah, but it's just he's just so weird. Like this is more silly than it is like, but it also shows to his character where he's the type of dude who just like disrobe and stand there like, isn't it great? And it's like, not really. Thanks.
Posing like the Venus statue or something.
Yeah, like he totally thinks he's Statue of David. Like, look at the way he's holding his foot. Like that's how David stands. Like he's posing. Like he's trying to be painted for a portrait, and that's how his character thinks he is. He's like this crazy narcissist. But the idea that he would have to get naked in front of her, like, I mean, I think you're breaking some sort of law here. Or you're at least liable for prosecution or something.
Well, he just, I guess, wanted to break that barrier, I guess.
Well, it's gonna work because now she's in on it. She's very happy about it. See, now that's kind of so funny. Like, he stands there totally naked. We got to deal with him and his weird dong showing. And then with her, like, they make sure to cut around it, and it's important that the main thing we see is just the disgust on her face. Like, they don't.
I actually appreciated that, to be honest.
Well, no, that's what I mean. It's a very
because they're not making it seem like, oh, you're about to see boobs, but no, this time it's just like, it's not even about that. That's not even what it was for.
Yeah, they cut in more about, and he's controlling the camera too, so it kind of, it insinuates he gets off on disgust more than he does nudity. Look at you, psychology and me.
No, I mean that made a lot of sense actually.
Oh, well, look at you.
Oh, also what I was gonna say is the reason why I have such a wide variety of taste when it comes to movies is because of my parents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they love old movies, newer movies. They love all different kinds of genres of movies, and I pretty much vicariously lived through them. So they made me an old soul.
Good. They did a fine job. I approve. I think.
Well, thank you. I'll let them know.
Did I see your mom in one of the comment sections or in a chat or something? Yeah, that's cool as hell.
Yes, my mom. There are times it's really funny. She'll text me and she'll say, I saw one of your videos. I love what you did. I love the passion. And I'm like, Mom, put it in my comments. And it's hilarious because my dad's like, Mom, you're not doing it right. My parents are funny. I love them.
I don't want actual interpersonal communication. Leave it in the comments section. I need that algorithm. I'm not trying to have a loving mother. I'm trying to have likes.
Well, I told my mom, I love that you're my cheerleader, but put your loving words in my comments, please.
Please.
At one point, Knight actually saw one of from Night Watch Zone, he saw one of the comments and he's like, this comment is so sweet. And I'm like, Knight, meet my mom.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. That is I was missing a God damn it, an apple fritter moment. Why is it caught? Apple fritter's caught on the stand. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's a new apple fritter.
Oh, she said he's a cute little wolf. She's feeding into his ego so hard. Okay.
Now, is it the same trails from the first one? It looks like different trails. Yeah, this is sandy. The other one was in the woods with dirt. This looks more desertish, maybe.
He has somewhere different to show her.
Well, I was trying to figure out if he was on the move. Like, did he have to run away from wherever he was? After he got was he hot after murdering old buddy with an axe?
Probably.
Sometimes you get a little hot. You gotta go move to a new place.
It's probably hot and it evaporated some of the water. I'm probably saying it wrong, but yeah.
See, there he was talking about how he was baptized in the water and the whole Jesus thing. Remember, that's what I was saying him and old buddy were doing when they were in the waterfall, and I was like, they're doing the baptism thing. And now that's what he was saying, like, I was up to my neck with the water, and I was at the whole Jesus thing. Like how he's just trying to do everything all crazy and artistic.
He's very passionate about this.
Well, I mean, I think if you're going to murder a bunch of people, you can't really do it half-assedly. You want to really dig into that.
Meditate in the water, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. This really escapes feeling like a found footage movie. Both films are clearly, so much handheld and shot from first person. But the story structure it plays, it doesn't feel like a found footage film.
No.
I mean that in the best way.
Yeah, it just feels smoother, I guess.
Yeah, that's that was one of the things I heard from those vlogger guys, like Casey Neistat is, and them. Like, they're the people who do daily vlogs on YouTube and stuff. And one of the tips that they give is everybody thinks you're supposed to hold your camera and it's always going to be handheld and shaky. It's like, no, set the camera down somewhere on a tripod and then go walk in the camera and perform. That way you get a nice flat shot that's not making everybody sick. And that's what they're doing here. They're avoiding handheld. They're doing a lot of very stable shots.
Which I actually enjoy.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean by with the daily vloggers is if you just watch a steady diet of footage cut together that's all shaky and crappy, after a while it's like Blair Witch or whatever. But this, where if a camera's sat down and the people are moving in and out of the frame, like she just walked into frame, and it's a much smoother. Even then, it's kind of like a camera tilt.
I was amused by her redoing his ponytail.
Yeah, she's helping him out. She's getting him proper.
He's like, I didn't want you to do the whole. Okay, go ahead and do the whole.
She's back. She's back.
What happened?
Or maybe not. I don't know. You went black for a second, then you just popped up, and then I heard my voice, and then you were back. Did I die?
Did I die?
I don't know. Are we alive? Put your hand on the screen.
Yeah, but it's
Prison Love.
But
Prison Love. You need it. Okay, there you go. Yep, we're alive. We're alive. Okay.
But okay.
What? The live stream's still going, right?
Yeah, but the timer
And
went
Zodiac-
back.
My what did?
The
Oh, your
timer
counter
went
did?
back. Yeah.
See, mine stayed the same. I'm still at 220, 28 or whatever.
Uh-oh.
The same thing happened to me with Cat Dad. His I went back to 0 at one point, but the stream just stayed on. I don't know why. Zodiac, I promise you, I will stop slandering Blair Witch. He's getting frustrated with me using Blair Witch in the pejorative, and I don't blame him. Blair Witch it's
Zodiac, I'm with you in the Blair Witch love, okay? You and I can stand alone on that one if you want.
No, I'm trying to figure out, it's for sure top 100 horror of all time. It's probably top 50. I don't think it's top 25. But like as far as important horror, like, along with
horror, it's very high, in my
that's
opinion.
what I'm saying. Yeah, as far as like an important, like, well, because Cannibal Holocaust came first, and technically Last Broadcast came first, but neither one of them had the commercial success and the marketing and all that.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Cannibal Holocaust is grotesque
Holocaust
from
is
what I've heard.
It's a wild ride. They cut a buffalo's head off on, or is it I think it's a water buffalo, and like they got in trouble for it because you know how at the end of the things you're not supposed to harm any animals and all that, but they flat out murder a water buffalo on screen and some other stuff.
What the
Good
bleeding
question.
hell is Blair Witch?
Russell Collar pops up. Russell, who knows word for word Woody or Willie Nelson's lines in Half Baked, but then he's like, "What's Blair Witch? What is this Blair Witch you speak of? I've never heard of it."
And apparently, Zodiac was just referencing Big Lebowski.
What did he say? Oh, the Blair Witch aggression, man. Yeah. I'm sorry. I will not stand for this Blair Witch aggression, man. So now Joseph's weird ass is just out and planking on the sand.
Face in the freaking sand, yep.
Yeah, just laying there dead.
Holding his hand. Oh, wow.
Yeah, but they're connecting.
But what is he doing? And how is he breathing?
See, I'm thinking I'm having flashbacks. The first time I saw this, I was thinking that
shove your face in the sand?
I was thinking this was going to be like Psycho 2. Like she knew he was a killer and she was trying to like trap him. And that never happened. So I think that's where I got confused. I think I rewrote the script in my brain. Because even now, like she's tolerating his weirdness. At a certain point, you would just leave. Like you'd be like, all right. We spent 8 hours together. Enough of you, buddy. I got to go. Yeah, Ruggiero Diodato almost did 8 months in prison for Cannibal Holocaust.
I wonder why.
Well, but that was the first time, or the oldest instance I know of that. If anybody knows an older one, feel free to put it in the comments or the chat of the oldest found footage you can think of. But that's the first time I ever saw that trick. Like, oh, this
I thought that Last
movie you're
Broadcast was
watching.
the first one, wasn't it?
Well, that by how we consider modern found footage, but that would have been late 90s, Last Broadcast. This, or what do you call it? Cannibal Holocaust would have been like late 70s, I think. So that would have been like, the first example of, because that's supposed to be like a bunch of people, missionaries or whatever they're called, Peace Corps. Like they go do something, and then we found this footage of this, thing that happened to them. You won't believe the horrible acts or whatever. So it was supposed to be like you were watching a snuff film that they accidentally found.
Kind of like Last House on the Left, how it said, "This is." I forget
But
what
Last
it
House,
said, but
they take an objective point of view. Like it's not shot from first person or whatever. Like the
no.
what do you call it? The Cannibal Holocaust is supposed to look like somebody's cranking an 8mm camera, like filming a documentary or whatever. But that last broadcast you mentioned, I love that. It's way underrated. Like on IMDb, it's like a 5.2 out of 10 or something.
Ouch.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that's technically a bad movie, but I would tell people check that one out for sure. It's good.
I like his dialogue in this scene.
This looks like the Fiona Apple Criminal video. There was a whole music
But I
video of
love
Fiona
the dark.
Apple.
I love the darkness of this, though. Like
Yeah,
the
that's what I mean.
low
It looks like the
lighting
Playboy
and
Grotto. Look at you all comfortable. I was busy watching the movie. I didn't notice you there. Hey.
I had to adjust myself.
Yeah, I've had it happen. Zodes didn't like last broadcast.
Martyrs was. Did you ever see Martyrs?
Martyrs. I never saw
And
the
I'm not
remake.
talking about the remake. I'm not talking about the remake. I'm talking about the original.
Yeah, the original I saw because somebody told me to, and I just was like mouth agape the whole time. Because none of it makes sense, and it's like Hostel without a backstory. Almost, there's just like a bunch of crazy torture
Kind of
going
like
on.
a traumatic fever dream.
Yeah. But then like when it all kind of wraps up and they explain what's going on, and you're just like, this is. I don't know how I feel
and
about
yes,
this.
Sean, Martyrs is rough. It is definitely rough. My brother, it's funny because my brother was in the army at the time, and he loved every single time that he would come back to visit us, he had to go to rent movies. Because, yes, around the time he rented movies and he bought them. And Martyrs was one of the movies, and he actually watched it before, and he told me, he's like, do not watch this without me. Don't watch it without me. Don't watch it alone. So I'm like, I got this. So I took it, and of course, I watched it by myself. I came back to him, and I'm like, I should have listened to you. He's like, I told you. He's like, I would have warned you about some of those certain parts.
It's just the beginning where it starts off like you think you're kind of getting one story, and then it evolves into the stuff with the torture or whatever you want to call it. But like it's a wild ride. But yeah, that was one I remember thinking like, I don't think I disliked that movie, but I don't know if I liked it. Like I just feel weird about everything that happened before me. I don't know. I need to watch it again because after you know what you're expecting, you can kind of like prepare yourself psychologically. Like, but if you just, it's like, yeah, you're gonna watch a scary movie, and then you start seeing, people being filleted and all that. You're like, what in the fuck?
Yeah, that's the part that kind of got me.
Yeah. Russell Collier shouting out Pontypool in the chat. You ever seen that one?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I enjoy that a lot. It's a kind of theater of the mind, almost radio play of a DJ, doing a live show while a zombie attack is going on outside, and he's getting like live reports in, almost like War of the Worlds, and you have to kind of question if it really is a zombie attack or if people are playing a prank on him or is he playing a prank, But it's another one that's real low budget, but it's will pull you in because the acting is so good.
I'll give it a.
The lead dude.
I'm not crazy about zombies, but
that's the thing. It's all off camera, so like it'd be like
I could deal with that
like
then.
If it was just me and you talking, but we were like, I can hear them outside, or they're 2 miles away and they killed a bunch of cows and they're moving this way. Like It's all almost like news reports or something. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
I've
feels like a
seen High
like a
Tension, and I haven't seen Inside, but I think I saw Frontiers like ages ago, but I'm pretty sure I have seen it though.
yeah, it's over there. I can't grab it. Yeah, I have High Tension sitting right behind me. Um, High Tension was very good. I thought High Tension when I started watching Martyrs, it had a High Tension feel to it, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be good.
Kind of, yeah.
And then as it slowly devolved into, yeah, like I say, almost torture porn or filleting or whatever, where you're just like grimacing at the pain and all of it. She's really, yeah,
She's
she's
very
really on
comforting.
board.
She's
She's really on board with
comforting.
whatever he's got going on.
Mm-hmm.
But all this, I'm telling you, this looks just like the Fiona Apple Criminal music video in this dark ass room with the reflective lighting. You put that video on at home and watch along. It's do a triple watch along. Get Fiona on one screen, this on another screen, and then us on a third screen.
Yeah, I can't multitask, so I'd either be watching one thing or the other and
That's a
forgetting
lot
about
to keep
something
track
else
of.
completely.
That is so much to keep track of at once.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what he's.
Okay. You guys were asking what the inside of my mask smells like. What do you think that stony grotto with a hot tub smells like? Think it smells like steamy love in there?
Maybe.
I think it smells like a bubbling cauldron of STDs.
Mm.
It smells like sex soup in there. Oh. That's a good funk song. I want to start a band that Cal thinks I should be in just to write sex soup.
How do you create the ambiance? Sex soup.
Sex soup. What is that smell? Sex soup. Add a little carrots. Sex soup. Sean is watching a Polish sci-fi film on the Silver Globe. Called the
What's it
Silver
called?
Globe. It's called the Silver Globe. Sorry, on the Silver Globe. Oh, sorry, geez. I don't know why I'm having trouble reading tonight. A Polish sci-fi film, huh?
Well, I might have to tell you, if you keep talking like that, I might have to say Easter Dupa Spotch.
Did we just get? Did we get canceled because of that? Did YouTube just pull us? Okay, good.
No, it just means get your butt to bed.
Oh, look at you cursing out people in Polish.
I just know a little bit. Little bit. I know more Spanish than I know anything else.
Poco.
Un poquito.
Un poquito.
Mm-hmm.
They're going red lights. I like this. This one has
What the hell?
the camera work is better in this one. I know it's found footage, but like the accidental camera framings that they stumble onto with
She
the
looks
camera,
like Hannibal Lecter.
yeah, that's the old Pee Wee Herman where you start taking Scotch tape and taping your face up.
That makes me think of Jim Carrey, though. It doesn't make me think of Pee Wee.
When
Why
did he
did
do
you
it?
scream me
Was it
like that?
Liar Liar? When did he do it?
Yes, man.
Yes, man. There you go. That's the one I haven't
Mm-hmm.
seen.
You haven't seen Yes Man?
No.
I mean, it's not anything like you have to watch it, but I'm a Jim
he
Carrey fan. Well,
he
his
had a
older
streak
work.
there. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He had a window there where he did a bunch of good stuff, and then after a while, it all kind of blended together.
Mm-hmm.
But like Ace Ventura and
Yeah.
what's the
Larry's
other
my
comedy?
spirit animal, okay?
Um, Ace Ventura and what the hell's the other big broad comedy he did around the character? I can't even remember. Oh, Dumb and Dumber.
I was
Um,
gonna say, you better say Dumb and Dumber.
yeah, Lloyd Christmas. And then Truman Show. And when he did all of
I
those,
wasn't crazy about Truman Show, really. It was
because he
okay.
Wow, the strobe lighting. Well, he broke up all those big crazy comedy movies with like Truman Show and Man on the Moon, and it's Number 23, but that kind of came
Mm-hmm.
later.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had that peak in there though, where he had Dumb and Dumber and the two Ace Ventura movies, and he was like king of the world. I think he was making like 20 mil a movie back then. That was in 1990s dollars. That's like 35 now. Yeah, like I'm paying attention this time. The accidental found footageness of it is surprisingly intentional. You can see like here they have the light just off the frame, so it keeps peeking in as the wind blows with the trees and stuff. Like, that isn't a shot you would accidentally stumble onto by just filming some guy.
No, to
And now
give it
him,
more of the found footage feel.
yeah. Well, that's what I mean. They're maintaining found footage, but then they kind of settle on almost like Hollywood shots, like this where he's standing in front of this castle, but we saw for a quick second it's really just a picture, like.
His dialogue.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of reading. He has a lot of these just like monologues where he talks to the camera and says his um his little thoughts on the world and all the stuff that you can't actually figure out if he's really crazy or if that's if he's brilliant or what.
Ooh, and Russell, I actually like the Hills Have Eyes remake.
Yeah, the director of High Tension did the Alexandra Aja, I think his name is. He also did the Piranha remake.
I don't give a shit about the Piranha movies.
That's why it made me laugh. It was like, dude did High Tension, and then he did the Hills Have Eyes, and then he did that Piranha. And the Piranha movie was clearly like, look, I'm just gonna make the booby movie and try to get some money or whatever. I'm tired of these art house films that aren't getting me rich, and everybody says how talented I am. Let me do a big, bring Jerry O'Connell and Ving Rhames and all them in.
Poor Jerry O'Connell.
Jerry O'Connell's, I don't know. He's lived a charmed life somehow. They were like, okay, you're going to spend like the first 4 or 5 years of your life just being known as the fat kid from Stand By Me. But then, but then after that, you're going to be like super handsome and rich and like on The Bachelor. And you're just going to like, it was worth it. Kind of like he did his time and it paid off later.
You know he has a twin brother, right?
I've seen his brother. I didn't know if they were twins or not. I know that's like they're notorious partiers, the O'Connell brothers. They were like, I don't know,
Jerry
tearing
and
up Hollywood for
Charlie.
one another. Charlie, huh?
Mm-hmm. You can actually see them if you watch the movie The New Guy. You can see both of them.
Oh, two O'Connells, huh?
Mm-hmm. I have a soft spot for him because I absolutely love Stand By Me, but I also love him in Scream 2.
I meant to look earlier and see Katie and them were watching Monster Squad. And I wanted to check and see what year Monster Squad came out compared to Stand By Me. Because there's a lot of Stand By Me, Monster Squad, like the group dynamic where they like hang out in a little like clubhouse, whatever, and all that. But I
So who
think
do you
Monster
think did
Squad.
it better?
Oh, Stand By Me did it better. I feel like Monster Squad is Stand By Me becomes Ghostbusters.
Well, I
Like,
was going to give you an even harder question, though.
oh shit.
Yeah, I was going to
Please
say
buckle up. Okay, go ahead.
Goonies or Stand By Me. And I could make it even worse and say Sandlot, but I'm not gonna.
And say what?
I could make it worse and say Sandlot, but I'm not gonna.
Oh, Sandlot. Yeah. Um, I would. Um,
It's hard,
I.
right?
It is. I'd. I'd F Goonies, I'd marry Stand By Me, and I'd kill Sandlot. Sorry, that's where I'd go with, yeah.
um,
His Riddler was bad. Russell's espousing Frank Gorshin's Riddler over Jim Carrey's. I didn't mind Jim Carrey. I thought he was doing a Frank Gorshin impersonation, though, was the only thing. Sean's only seen Creep once before. He's got to get a copy to see it again. Yeah, it says it's only a Netflix exclusive, but I thought Russell said he found it on Look, maybe? I don't know.
Now she's calling him out.
Why would you invite me into your home? See that? Yeah, I guess that's why, because I kept thinking in the first one is the whole idea that she was onto him. Like, she seems to be, in the first one, Erin seems to be real confused. And in this one, she seems to be kind of like coaching him, or even when he seems to get the emotional upper hand on him, like she wrestles it back. Like, she's one step ahead every time. That is a big ass glass of wine.
I think she's juggling the fact whether or not if he's actually insane or not. Like a killer.
She thinks there's some good in him.
Maybe.
Russell Colliers is shouting out Joe's Apartment, the Jerry O'Connell classic.
Oh my god, Jerry I haven't seen that in ages.
Well, it was weird because they replaced him. Joe's Apartment was an MTV Shorts, or maybe even like a 20-minute show or something, and they replaced the guy who was in Joe's Apartment with Jerry O'Connell, I think, for the movie. So there's a controversial Roach movie. He was good as Cush in Jerry Maguire. Jerry O'Connell was. He plays like a football quarterback or whatever.
Did you say he looked good in it? Is he like a man crush for you?
I thought I said he was good in it, but I might have. Well, what I meant is prior to that, he was known as the fat kid from Stand By Me. So then when he shows up as like an NFL prospect, it's like, oh, good for you, dude. You lost weight.
Well, I know he had a cameo, I believe, in Cruel Intentions.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I saw it. I mean, I don't know if I remember him in there.
Well, he just had like a small part.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
I love Cruel Intentions.
Life is better at the lake. So what would you do here? Would you chop his head off and just run, or would you Yeah, right.
What? It would be hard to determine, because what if he is extremely dangerous and he's just biding his time?
Well, wouldn't you be more likely to take advantage of him laying down to run away than to like, well, maybe he's a killer, I should chop his head off?
Knowing me, I would go do the extra step.
Well, yeah, you got to go that extra mile. You're always asking for extra credit with you.
Well, you got to make sure that if you're gonna run, you don't want him coming after you.
Well, you do have the axe, though, so I would slowly back away. Like, once I had a hold of the axe, I'm like, all right, I'm going out to the car. I'll catch you later, bro.
Okay, then go misery on his ass, then.
Oh. And there he's hung himself in front of her.
He broke the rope, though.
But that's what I mean when we were talking before about, is this a psychological thriller or is this like a dark comedy? Like, there's a scene where a dude just hung himself and it was played for comedy, like where she's trying to hold him up and stuff. Like,
well, she's trying to save him, but
But I mean, it's supposed to be mildly comical, like the way she's like holding him and he's dangling there. Like in real life, that would be traumatic as hell. But it was kind of
Yeah, and I think she's had it at this point.
yeah. She's calling it quits. She's like, all right, enough of this. Wow, Creep is only available on DVD and going for $55.
That's crazy, though. It should at least be both of them.
If I had to guess, it probably was just only printed that once. Like it maybe came out and then because it was a Netflix. Well, it was owned by somebody else and they sold it to Netflix. So whether they sold it to somebody for distribution, but I would think the print run was probably way small, is why it's such a high price, I would guess.
Yeah, because there's probably not a lot of physical copies.
Yeah, there's no reason to print 100 million copies of Creep. You know, you'd make a print run of like 20,000. Like that's enough. Nobody else gonna buy more than that.
Harness for what?
Exactly.
Oh, if I was her, I would kick his ass.
So we're at the 1 hour and 30-second mark. There's 20 minutes left in this one. That's the thing with the two of these. They're even though they're just two people talking, which is funny because we're just two people talking, they fly by. Like these movies, they go quick. They're paced well for mostly dialogue.
They are.
And they have good dramatic, like the last one we saw a guy catch an axe to the head, and all the weird stalker stuff with the scene at the door where he dropped down and disappeared. Like all that was memorable and cool. So they paced the energy of it real well for an hour and 20-minute movie.
But it's weird because I've heard a lot of people say they like the second one more than the first one.
I think the protagonist, I think the woman is a much more interesting character than the dude. I think Aaron, like I said, is kind of an avatar for the audience. Like we don't know who this guy is, and so he's just there for us to go on this adventure. But we've already been on this adventure by the time she shows up, so she's more likable. She's interesting and cool, as where dude is kind of half stupid. We're like, you need to get the hell out of there. That's why I feel like she's smarter than him because she's so like brave. Like at a certain point, I would have left. Like, dude, you've already hung yourself and showed me your dick, and I gotta go.
Well, call me weird, but I actually like Aaron though.
Well, I mean,
he has like a strange
said,
like innocence to him.
Well, I sympathized with him because he's a tall, goofy videographer guy with a beard. It's like, yeah, Aaron's my guy, but her I like. She's very vulnerable. She's like even now she's like pissed off and half crying while she's doing this like heavy acting scene. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I keep calling him Joseph. Part of this movie is that he's now calling himself Aaron. He's adopted Aaron's name from the last one, and Joseph is now going by Aaron. And as part of his talented Mr. Ripley life stealing thing he's doing. Look at him. He's got like a Steve Jobs look to him. He's got like the black turtleneck. Once again, going with his whole like how he stands like the Statue of David and stuff. Like he's got like a crazy self opinion of himself.
He's strategically choosing these.
Yeah, like he holds himself as like a great person. I'm like Steve Jobs. I should wear turtlenecks like Steve Jobs. I'm like the Statue of David. I can stand there naked with my foot all out to some stranger. Sean says the bootlegs on eBay are way cheaper for Creep. She's good in this. Like, just the last 10 minutes has been mostly her face acting. Like, she's holding the story with her attention.
Yeah, I mean, she's an interesting character.
Yeah. But like, I believe her. Like him, he's almost so ridiculous. You're like, this guy's crazy. Like, as an actor, he's fun to watch. But her, like, she feels like she's living this. Like, she how deeply invested she is in his little story and stuff. Like,
I don't know. They're feeding off of each other, though. That's why it's working.
I was wondering, like, how they got her into the mix. Because in the first one, he was the writer and dude was the director, and they both starred in it. And then this one, he's the star and the writer, and dude is still directing. He's just gone now. He's been murdered. So where's she come in? Is she like the set designer or something? Like, what function does she serve beyond? Like, is this his girlfriend or something? Like, where did she show up from?
I don't know. We'd have to do some homework.
Have to do a deep dive into who's old girl and how come she wouldn't put an axe in his neck.
Thank you, Sean. Sean says that our watch party is fairly doing well.
Yeah, we're hanging in there. High five. Oh, now we're black screening again. A lot
Broken
of avant-garde
pinky and all.
choices. Oh yeah, look at that.
And now we're Blair Witching it again.
Yeah, we are. The woods with the flashlight. And you can kind of see the bounce of the walk. That's what I think gave everybody seasickness when they were watching the original Blair Witch. Is the walking, running motion.
Yeah, because they weren't very. I mean, they had the actors just holding cameras.
Well, they hadn't invented like the gimbal then and stuff. Like now you can get a gimbal for your cell phone for like 60, $70. But maybe 100. But that back then when Blair Witch was made, a gimbal was like this huge rig that you had to like hook up to things. And Russell never heard of Creep until now.
Well, Sean, it happened when I was younger, so it's actually I don't feel anything or just a weird pinky.
Over here flashing gang signs. Always got her out in the dark.
Yeah, I was actually introduced to the Creep movies, and when I watched them, I immediately fell in love with them. And I'm glad that I was introduced to them.
Well, I saw Creep 1 was floating around on Netflix forever, and it intrigued me because it had that like crazy font in Creep. It like gets your eye, like it's real. It looks like a manic person wrote it or whatever. And then when Creep 2 came out, I was like, well, sometimes a sequel makes me think that the first one must be good because why would they bother making a sequel? So sometimes the sequel gives the first one credibility, and that kind of happened with this. Like, well, if they made a sequel, it must be good. I'll watch them both since they're quick. And I did the double feature like we did now, and watched them back to back. I think I had a cold, and I watched them in the afternoon one day, and yeah, I remember enjoying them. And then last year at Halloween, I put on horror movies while I'm doing stuff, vacuuming or
Dude,
doing
he
the
is.
dishes.
I'm sorry, but he's stabbing himself.
Oh, yeah, we just cut to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once again, the crazy surprise ending where he takes her out here and there's the dug grave and he starts stabbing himself.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I wanted to see him again because, like I say, Netflix is calling them cult classics, and everybody who I ask about it who's seen them is like, "Oh yeah, they're great." So I was like, "Well, maybe they are modern cult classics." So when you mentioned
I
them, I
think
was like,
they
"That's a
are.
perfect call." Yeah, I mean,
Well, I wanted to see it again, see them again, because I've only seen them one time.
well, they're psychological more than they are any sort of gruesome or jump scares or anything. You know, you're left uneasy spending the afternoon with Joseph slash Aaron.
Yeah.
Now, whenever we see Joseph the horror guy, I'm going to think of this Joseph. Damn it.
Just think of him as Aaron then.
Don't get me started. I'm going to call him Joseph Aaron, and that's going to be a whole can of worms. This is really well done, where you can see the body like dip behind a tree, and then you see the flashlight kind of shake around, and you just see like glimpses of moving people. It's really well done. Thanks, Russell. I'm glad you're up with us too, man.
Aw. No problem, Russell. Great. Now he's probably gonna want me back again. Ugh, man.
Oh, you can already count on it. This was Halloween. All October we'll be doing horror movies. That's why I wanted to have you on for pre-horror movie. Got a pre-game
Why?
Halloween with Carey. So we'll have you back. We'll have you back for Halloween for a horror. Oh my God! Both groaning.
Mm.
That was a good caption.
Do you have your subtitles on?
Yeah,
Uh.
Sarah grunting, Aaron grunting, and you just see people bouncing behind a tree. Both moan.
Yeah, I don't have the subtitles on.
Here's another example of how, like I said, it's found footage, but it's clearly a setup shot. Like they were in like one of the rule of thirds corners in the bottom thing, but they just dropped the camera and happened to end up right in the rule of thirds line.
Mm-hmm.
Like the accidents in this movie are clearly planned because you would never have that just accidentally happen. So it appears that Aaron has won and Sarah has lost, and he's getting ready to bury her. She better know the 1 inch punch. Owl hooting. Woo.
You know your own call, don't you?
I just had to shout him back. That was Frank. I know him. The other night I went out and checked the mail at like 2 in the morning because I'm up. And a damn owl like screeched at me from a tree. I was like, dude, don't you know who I am? I'm not trying to big dog you or anything. Come on now. So now he's got Sarah in the shallow grave and he's crawling towards the camera, bleeding to death. Well, or not, because there's going to be a part three. Sean is balancing out the proper amount of smoke to use. Oh, Carrie's back.
Sorry, I was trying to. My phone does this weird thing like at 2 a.m. It'll go black and white. I hate it. It's because it tells me that that's my bedtime for some reason.
Oh, okay. I didn't understand what that glitch was. It's some sort of setting, like, okay, I need to be quit playing with the phone at 2 a.m. Got ya, got ya.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to
My
change it or something.
my computer does the thing where when it's auto updates, it does it during my quiet hours or whatever when I'm least likely to be on. And my quiet hours are like 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. or something. Like when everybody else in the world is busy, or like those are my quiet hours. So Sarah's crawled out of the shallow grave, dripping with blood, and she's got an axe, or is that the shovel? I think it's a shovel. Yeah. But like, look at this. This is supposed to be like just an accidental frame where the camera fell down and he's talking to a camera light. But like the way this is lit and everything is, you can tell it's quality cinematography. Bam!
Mm-hmm. She
That
was
was a
that
good editing.
clean.
That was a good editing. You could see the cut, like right before the shovel hits the back of his head. You could see a slight cut where they cut to a dummy or something.
Mm-hmm.
But that it made me jump when she got him because she gave him one. So now we're in a big city. I should say a busy city street, let's say. Maybe Kansas City, because there's a guy with a KC hat. And there's Sarah walking through the streets confidently like Tootsie.
Oh, hey, May. You did miss this.
I was wondering where Mayanne was. I was like, who's missing is Mayanne. Mayanne's daughter's birthday was this past day or whatever, so she gets a pass. She gets the day
Oh,
off.
okay.
Her daughter is the cutest. Holy cow!
Mm-hmm. She's cute. Cute little munchkin. Echo says, man, you're fired.
Yeah, it says a guy who's been gone on like a 3-hour smoke break. Where you been? I had to use the bathroom.
Ooh.
Botánico de los Angeles by Xing Lu plays. Wow. And now this time we didn't get the closing. Like before, didn't it end on Creep, like the title card of the gold, and then this one started with the gold title card that then faded into orange or red. Well, I'm
Yeah.
going to give Creep a thumbs up.
I'm
How
giving
would
both a thumbs up.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Would you give it one thumbs up or the new Netflix double thumbs up thing they got going?
Hmm?
Do you have
What's
that
the
on
double
yours?
thumbs up? What are you talking about?
Like when you vote on it, you can vote thumbs down, one thumbs up, or two thumbs up. Like the two thumbs up is the stuff you really like.
I don't see the double.
Really? On my desktop version, they have it. It might not be on. Like when you click on the when you know how on Facebook when you hover over a thing and then you see the little icons pop up. Like when you hover over the like, you get three options. Apparently, I gave Creep two thumbs up, but I gave Creep 2 one thumbs up. I don't know.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, the stuff you give two thumbs up to, the algorithm is supposed to recognize that you really like and try to feed you more of.
Yeah, it says you love it instead of
But
liking it.
that's what makes me laugh. It's like, hey, we have content. Did you dislike it, like it, or love it? It's like, you don't give me much room to kind of just be like, yes, all right. Let's
Well,
see
how
here.
can I love both?
Echo, I'm gonna throw an owl and a bear at you. Oh wow, that would be
What about a
awesome.
bear?
Mayanne is threatening to throw an owl and a bear at Echo.
That's not very nice.
I like the
That's
image of
okay.
it. I like May picking up a bear and throwing it as hard as she can at Echo, and then him ducking, and then her hitting him in the head with a fastball owl. The other night on Echo's stream last night, he's like, Don, we were talking about you on my stream the night before. And I said, who? And he said, the night owl. I said, who? You, the night owl. I said, Echo, it's an owl joke.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. I wanted to kind of see how long we could keep it going, but I couldn't do that to the man. He's already wearing a clown mask.
Yeah, you don't want to make him an even bigger clown.
Hurtful. Be nice to my guy. How come you guys never ask what the inside of Echo's mask smells like?
I don't think we want to know.
May, the most exciting part of Creep, you missed the introduction of Apple Fritter.
Apple fritter.
Apple Fritter.
Echo wants to specify it's a jester mask.
It is a jester mask. You're right. I apologize. I was going to call it a mime mask, and I was like, I don't think mimes wear masks. They were pink. It is a jester mask. There you go. The animals were crazy in Day of the Animals. That is an astute observation. Those animals are crazy.
I haven't seen Day of the Animals.
I haven't seen it either. We might have to do a watch party and invite May on and have her be the guide for us.
I don't know if she wants to see it again, according to what I've heard.
And the YouTube app only lets us have 2 at a time. So can't go 3 unless
StreamYard, man.
That's the thing. Everybody else uses StreamYard, so I'm trying to do. I like the different look that looks slightly, I don't know. Well, I'm sure I'm going to have to go a bigger group, but I also like the one-on-one or just me. By the time we get to 3 and 4 people, it gets hard. Some folks just sit there like not talking, and other folks are,
You have a point.
I like this interpersonal. Bring one person on. Where are you at with your subscribers? Where are we at? Let's find out. Let's see where Carey's at. Come on, open up. It says, you're taking forever. Why does it not want to open up for
983.
All right, so 17 away. 17 away. Looky there. If you're not following the lovely Carey Craves Cinema _XOXO, you
You just have the XOXO, don't you?
Because no one ever mentions it. We all call you Carey Craves Cinema, and like whenever we talk about stuff, but then it jumps out at me whenever I see your handle. There's that little hugs and kisses at the end. Hugs and kisses.
I have no idea why I put it at the end, but I did.
I like the idea that there was another Carey Craves Cinema, and you had to scramble to find something to stick at the end after an underscore. Like Carey Craves Cinema 716? No. Carey Craves Cinema 420? No, it's been taken.
Let's start the watch party all over again? Geez, Sean.
That's it. Well, I think that's what I think YouTube has that function for us. It'll be just like we've never seen it before. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Carey. It was nice having you.
Well, of course.
You were let me open up the chat. There we go. You are a wonderful guest to have on for Creep. I don't know who the hell else I would get to watch it with me. Did you like how I made it be a double? I made it be a double feature because I was like, look, if you watch Creep 1 with me, I don't know who in the hell in the world is ever going to watch Creep 2 with me. So just can you come on and do the double feature so that slate is clean?
Yes, I had a feeling that was going to probably happen.
But if Creep 3 comes out, we're going to be way ahead of the curve. We'll be the preeminent Creep experts, the Creep spurts.
True. This is very true.
That's what I'm shooting for. Well, is there anything you would like to say to the chat before we leave? Be sure to check out Carey's channel. She's doing the Saw commentaries. She's doing the Buffy the Vampire Slayer commentaries, the old show. She is going to be your hookup for any new Scream information, any horror movie. She's got you on Hallmark. She kills
Not Hallmark. I do more Lifetime.
Lifetime, that's what it was. Damn it, I knew it. I knew you like to mix in the occasional. I'd never watched that, so good thing you told me about it. So,
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that.
That's how I roll.
Anything you would like to say to the chat, Miss Carey?
Mm, it was fun, and I'm glad you guys stuck with us.
Yes, we had an awesome crew. All 7 of you there. I appreciate the likes and the dislikes and the double thumbs ups and all of it. And be sure to check out Video Tasty's channel tomorrow in the afternoon. I will be doing a surprise fill-in for one of his guests who had to drop out. We'll be watching the Steven Seagal movie On Deadly Ground. That's I believe 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 Central, maybe, I think. Check Video Tasty channel, you get up with that. And next week on Tuesday night, I'll be watching Scanners with K-Pop. It's her first viewing of Scanners. So lots of entertainment coming here on the Night Owl Movie Chalk channel, and affiliated friends such as Carey.
It's about time, jeez.
All right, let's let Miss Purple World go to bed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll catch all of you later. You all rule. I love you. Bye.